Alright, welcome back to D&D. Alright, who remembers what happened last week?
We got inducted into the what's it called, the Order of the Cross Blades,
Yep.
and we
Or,
went with our senior, a guy called Sharp, and his energetic assistant, whom he later fucking murdered while raiding the coffers of the guild
yep.
and escaping to Viderheim.
Don't
Yeah.
forget that he resurrected her, so he's technically a
Oh yeah,
necromancer also.
he raised her as an undead to make sure she couldn't be raised again, which is classified as a bit of a dick move.
Yeah, it's pretty
as far as
shitty.
they go.
Classified as a dick move.
There's a few reasons he did that.
That one's going in the book.
But yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't have a dwarf.
Book of Dicks.
Yes, and you are currently on a ship heading to Viderheim.
Twilight Threader, I believe, right?
The Twilight Treader, yep.
For 8 weeks.
Yeah. This is Renaissance boat travel.
Did you bring your fishing pole?
So, you currently have been on the Twilight Treader. It's actually closing in to 9 weeks, as bad weather has delayed your ship. Even the ship's sorcerer, who had been making sure that there was at least a little bit of wind, is having trouble keeping the ship moving.
I suspect this is a cut rate sorcerer.
What is this Valheim winds?
Exactly.
Yeah, you got to use the motor power.
Power motor.
But what is everyone doing within these currently approaching 9 weeks of time on board?
Stealing as much as I can.
Oh, okay.
Smart.
Well, let's take a look. How much are you? What are you attempting to steal?
I don't know. What do these boat guys got?
So you see a number of sailors. Like you've seen them basically playing dice or cards, passing around at most some silver, a gold here or there.
So, Piffle has been running dice games
Okay.
aboard ship for weeks now,
Yeah.
but now he's not anymore because they won't let him do that anymore.
Well, yeah. I think at this point, I would say you've probably made about 6 silver.
Nice.
Running your various dice games, losing a little bit, mostly winning, before the sailors decide
Yes, I'm winning because I'm cheating.
those dice games are less than great.
Is there a training mechanic?
There is a training mechanic in the game. The issue is training takes about half a year to achieve a new proficiency.
Got it.
But
Are we the only members of the Cross Blades?
yeah, no. Everyone else who was still with the guild, really it was like 3 people.
Hmm.
Where's the
And-
majority of the guild?
Yeah, you represent like 2/3 of the guild. You represent 2/3 of the guild, at
Yeah, that
least
sounds about right.
from the country you left from. And it was the guild master, as well as it was Alistair Page, the guild master, Edwin Nance, the steward, and Rosalind Hill. All of them were a little old and weren't exactly in adventuring shape anymore.
Okay.
Was it Carter Webb we're gonna go see too?
Yep. You're going to meet Carter Webb.
I guess my
Oh,
guy is
yeah.
probably going to be spending most of his time reading if there's any materials available on the guild history and maybe anything about Sharp that might be in it.
Yeah, make a history check just to see how much information you can get. All right. So, you're actually able to. The guild was rather interested in recording their glories, so you're able to get a very good idea of guild history through the various books that they had. So, you were able to find out the Crossblades Adventuring Guild was founded by the 6 original members in Viderheim. It was Gaius Verus, Adiak.
Ravenclaw.
What was that?
Slytherin.
Yeah, not quite. It was Gaius Varus, Adiakara, Volkmar, Esther Bark, Britta Leth, and Martin Wolf, who were the original founding members of the guild when they were basically independent adventurers who had done some missions together and eventually had managed to slay the mage Crexon, I'm sorry, and using the money they acquired in his lair as well as the bounty on his head, were able to get official charter. So, let's see here, they killed him in, it would be 1278 CF, and then they were officially chartered in 1282. The guild was then able to expand not only in Viderheim but other countries throughout the world before basically a combination of not really keeping up with the times. You're able to read between the lines and understand that it was like mismanagement, not keeping up in the times, not keeping recruiting going and keeping the ball rolling, that they eventually had to, they weren't able to get the contracts able to keep up the upkeep for the guild. As for information on Sharp, a short biography within the actual guild's book. He was an orphan. He was recruited into the guild at 8 years old, as well as becoming a member of the Order of Valeris, and becoming a paladin within their order. And that's really all there was. That just he had been doing some work on behalf of the guild, as well as that knightly order. What is everyone else doing?
Chungus is just like helping out with like boat duties and like using his brute physicality to, just be a mindless sort of helper.
Servant.
He's like the muscle for Piffle during the dice games, and then he's like fucking moving shit around, like cleaning the.
He's the
deck
primary
and
reason
whatnot.
Griff's still alive.
He's just easily commanded to do basically any task. So he's being a grunt on board now.
And the fact that his labor is free makes him quite popular with the sailors with the more physically challenging work.
I'm sure he's quite popular, actually.
Oh yeah, no, a lot of the sailors. I mean, not with the chef. I assume Chungus probably eats a lot,
Yes.
but
He's very gassy as well.
A lot of time above decks.
Chungus just looks at you across
He's
the
not
table.
allowed below deck, actually.
Chungus will just look at you like across the table. He's like, "I am so sorry, friend."
Well, it's just like in real life.
Yeah.
Are you gonna finish that?
all right. And what do we have? Let's say Kaido. What's Kaido doing?
For 3/4 of the trip, I'll be fishing. And
Okay.
then I'll realize in the last quarter of the trip that I wasn't using bait, and I'll switch to fishing with bait.
All right. Roll an athletics to see, because you managed to catch a big fish. Let's see if you can reel it in. Yeah, you pull in a rather decent-sized fish, about 4 feet long. A lot of the sailors, seeing this fish getting pulled up, run over, help you pull it up, and they just like, this is good cooking. The chef's up there is just like eyeing that thing, and he's just like in his mind processing, I'm gonna cook this thing, and it's gonna be really good. How am I gonna do
catch
it?
this in the frame when I wasn't fishing with bait, or when I was?
No, this is after. Like you
Okay.
were not getting any bites. But he is gonna give you. I'll give you a silver for the fish.
Sweet.
It's a mighty fine work.
Mighty fine fish.
All right.
Where do I
Jax
put
would like to make
silver?
a copy of his spell book
Okay.
and peruse any books that might have images of things you might be able to conjure.
Let's see here. So the book's on board. Sailors aren't exactly the most literate type. But let me take a look here for sort of placing.
Looks like you can conjure a bolt ore now.
All right. So in order to make a copy of the spell book, that's not too bad. It's an hour and 10 gold points or gold pieces. I'm sorry for each level of every copied spell. So if you have the money, I would say you'd be able to do it with no trouble. There would be enough paper and ink, and plenty of time.
I've got 35 gold, so what you're saying is I could copy 3 of these spells into a backup spell book, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not a bad idea for 30 gold. Alright, I'm gonna...
I would say you probably have, like, you know, the early portion of a spellbook that you've, or replacement copy. As for books with items that you may not have seen, you're not able to really find books, but go ahead and make an investigation check.
Gonna check and see if I have.
Okay. So you're able to run around at least and get an idea of things that you might see on a boat, things that are important for navigation. So you're able to see like an abacus as well as the sextant, and really anything that you could think of that you could find in a boat. Nothing out of the ordinary, really. But if you wanted to conjure up some, if you're ever on a boat again, you know exactly what you can conjure up.
Okay, cool.
All right, and what's Otto doing?
Otto's just chilling on the deck, playing dragon cards with random people.
Well, a few people are hanging around with Otto. Drag cards is it's a betting game. It's somewhat similar to poker. So I would say if you wanted to play fair, go ahead and do, let's say, make an insight check in order to like get a read on people's tells.
Where's insight? There's insight.
All right. Yeah. So you're able to make, with that really good insight roll, 21 silver.
Nice. 2 gold.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that actually exchanged this?
Not on board.
Okay.
All
So
right.
I guess I could also be like talking to these people at the same time and just see like what's needed on like the mainland when we get there. So how would I go about that? Is that also insight?
No, I would say just go ahead and make a persuasion check, just to like chat up people to see if they can, you know. All right. Yeah, a lot of people are pretty busy. Most of the sailors you talk to, are, you know, semi-eager to talk to you, as long as you don't like interfere with the work. So there's just a lot of people are saying like, "Oh, we haven't been to Viderheim in like months. It's been like back at the mainland primarily. Stuff they need in Viderheim. Who knows? I hear they got a pirate problem."
It's good to know.
But hopefully you shouldn't run into any.
Like at some point we're all together, right?
I imagine you could gather together without too much trouble. I mean, you're bunked together mostly with hammocks.
Yeah, that is true. We should rebuild the guild. So get money and equipment we need. And take those pirates' boat.
I like the idea of that.
I do like the idea of that.
Youngest thinks that sounds
It also-
cool too.
Well, it also gives us a foothold to get information too. Like once you rebuild it, because you'll have like eyes and ears everywhere.
And more esteem and notoriety.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, garlic. Ooh.
Hey, can everybody rename themselves their character name so we can roleplay a little more? Anybody against that?
What are you trying to do?
You rename yourself in Zoom. We can just
Oh.
look at each other and call each other
We
by
use ours for
character name.
business
Yeah, this is
Maybe
these
just
are
rename it.
our Black and Decker.
I don't mind if you like.
I have a meeting
I do
tomorrow at
too,
8
but-
o'clock. Kaito Shoma? Yes.
Yeah, you
yes.
just see
What
your
I do,
kid
guys,
use it.
No,
change
no,
you don't have
tomorrow.
kids.
I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea. I'm just saying, like, remember to change it back.
Never.
I definitely did go into a meeting with another D&D name once, and I was just
I'm
like,
forgetful,
yeah,
so I
my
think I'm
kid
gonna-
used it. It must have been for some silly
Chungus joins a VIP meeting.
Chungus doing
Yeah,
IT.
fuck that.
Chungus doing IT for the 3rd floor.
Hey, Chungus, I put a ticket in last week. I was wondering if you could. Chungus would understand.
Chungus just lifts
I
you up
had
by your
a
neck.
Zoom
Should that
meeting with
make
Tracy
Chungus
Gildea at
plus
3:30 today.
Thank God.
All right. Anyway, so staying back on track, Otto was discussing rebuilding the guild.
Yeah.
Okay.
To kind of further what we need to do.
Like that idea.
Happy to help rebuild the guild through criminal enterprise. Is that what you guys were talking about?
Yep.
Well,
Oh,
to be
no.
fair, legitimately and illegitimately, I guess. This is out of character though, but like, there's all sorts of stuff I assume that we're going to building a guild like this.
Well,
You do have to stay a step ahead.
Can we have some sort of specific goal here, though?
You said recruiting was somewhere that they failed last time. Maybe we should try to recruit some of these seamen.
Demon.
I mean, they can't even read apparently, so
Well, they got trade. We need,
We need
fighters
banks.
who are looking to travel,
Yeah,
make a name for themselves, make money, and also we need
trade
money.
routes.
Yeah, particularly those who are willing to not be paid directly by us for quite some time.
We'll just have them be like messengers or carriers or something.
but we gotta.
Perhaps we should make an announcement to these seamen and be like, "Hey, we're the famous adventuring guild.
Mm.
All seamen, come over here. Just trying to see
like
how
this.
many
I do
different
like
kinds
this.
of.
And you guys want to join up and work for us? We don't pay, but you might be able to get some money by seizing it from our enemies.
I chime in and
The
also
names of which we'll decide.
Will you all please work on good faith for a little bit?
Begging your pardon, but I think we ought to walk before we can run.
No, I think we gotta go
Hey,
see
you
what
know.
this guy has to say first. That we're gonna go meet, but I think
Yeah,
that
I
should be
guess
like a.
let's meet
we're
our-
just making friends.
I think it'll be a long-term goal though. It's like let's see what this guy says.
I think I'm inclined to agree.
I'm assuming this pirate problem I heard about might be something we'll have to deal with,
Oh, that's right, the pirate problem. That's right.
which leads to
Pirates,
maybe
these guys are loaded.
Why?
They gamble.
we can look at what is it? We're gonna repo their ship if we can.
That would be a flex.
it's around this point. You hear a bell ringing on the upper deck.
Oh boy.
Send
What's
out.
this now?
I send out my owl to go take a lap and investigate anything she can see.
Okay.
Her name is Hestia.
Hestia. Okay.
After the actual god or after the weave god?
After the
The
weave
we've
god.
got
I'm
100.
currently watching Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in Dungeons again, and I'm so in love.
All right. Well,
Actually,
we
yes, it's wrong.
we have the weave owl fly up,
Owl.
and Captain is having sailors look over, and the owl sees a ship that is just kind of adrift at sea, off the port side of your boat.
Graham comes up on deck. He hasn't been wearing his armor on account of being at sea, but he's put it on for this.
Okay.
Y'all got a spyglass?
Captain hands you over the spyglass.
Take a
Can't
quick
see anybody
scan.
on board, and sails aren't up, which means that's adrift at sea, and I don't see anyone on board. I don't know if they abandoned it or what happened.
What shape is the boat itself in?
Boat does appear to be. There's no hull damage that you can see. It just looks like generic wear from weather.
Nah. Don't look too beat up. Ships is good money. That's puts down the spyglass. We should probably check it out.
All right, bring her close. And then the Twilight Treader heads towards the ship. Pull ups alongside it, and sails go up just to keep it from moving. Grappling hooks go out, catch the ship, pull it close. It looks deserted from your initial observation.
Here. Do we get any sense of like something's really wrong here?
Make a perception check. Otto, from what he can see, it just looks to be abandoned. Now, you're not right now on the ship. You're like still on the Twilight Treader. But looking to it, it doesn't appear to have anyone on board above or below. They didn't like batten down the hatches or anything like that.
Yeah, if somebody knocked this thing over to take stuff, they ought to have taken the boat. A lot of money.
Are we close enough to board?
Oh yeah, you're like right next to it, and it's grappled on, so it can't go anywhere.
I'd like to board and do an investigation.
All right, go ahead. Roll them bones. Yeah. Kaido looks around. The top deck looks okay, but looking below, he notices two things that are very weird. Beyond no people aboard at all. Anything that might be valuable, money-wise, is gone, but there's still loads of cargo. And also, he sees the occasional streak of blood either on the ground or on the wall.
Can I do a divine sense?
Yeah.
Possibly. Okay, let's see.
Yep.
What do I just click?
You would just get access to it. And so, running your divine sense, you don't see anything on board here. Anything that your divine sense can pick up.
I'm gonna just shout out to the rest of them what I saw down below. So, cargo and blood. Beware, I see blood, streaks of blood.
Open
No
the
sign of
cargo.
everybody. With the cargo. You
Okay.
open the cargo.
Open it up.
Cargo, you see bolts of cloth. You see preserved food, salted meat and fish. You see some grain, and it looks to be just a standard transport ship for the cargo inside. As well as some herbal medicine, as well.
Reload the cargo to our ship. What do you guys think?
Definitely.
I'd
Take the cargo and load it.
This is a boat full of free stuff. You're asking if we should take it?
Definitely take it.
Yeah, but it's a ship with blood on it and nobody in sight. I've seen Pirates of the Caribbean one too many times.
Just command
I wanna
Chungus
check-
to start carrying barrels over.
Graham will
Yeah, let's take their
move
stuff.
over, and he's going to start doing a sweep of the ship, looking for remains or spiritual disturbance.
Okay. Go ahead and do an investigation.
Piffle's going to also do a sweep of the ship, looking for loose change.
Okay, Fiffle can do an investigation as well. Graham's not actually able to see any... Weirdly, he's not able to see any remains beyond blood. There's no bone. There's no, like, things indicating maybe even a fight beyond that. No spiritual remains at all. Fiffle does what he thinks is a pretty thorough investigation and pulls up 0 coins.
This is a disaster.
What is?
But the captain of the Twilight Treader is having sailors go aboard. Salvage rights. Ship abandoned at sea. Anything on board means that it's ours, as long as we're first, get first right. So,
Think this has anything to do with those pirates you mentioned?
I would think they'd take the cargo at least, or the ship. Keep people for ransom, maybe.
Yeah, like what if they're like opposite pirates?
Is-
and they
is
steal
Arcana-
all the stuff?
Is Arcana for like maybe sensing magic?
Maybe they're cannibal pirates.
No, Arcana would be more for like identifying things about magic, like a stuff you might read in a book.
Can I see if any of the blood maybe made like some kind of like sacrificial like symbols or something?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Roll Arcana. Yeah, looking over the blood, these are just streaks or splatters of blood that would not be put in any like shape or symbol for spell use.
I don't like this.
Did we give the once over for the entire ship?
Yeah, yeah. You went like kind of head to tail for ship to see if you could find anything out of the ordinary. Once the
Chungus is just moving barrels back and forth between the ships.
yeah, Chungus is
Like,
currently
maybe, like moving the same barrel like back and forth.
I don't think I've done an investigation. I guess I could do mine.
All right, Otto can go ahead and roll investigation as well. See,
Of course.
nothing really he can see. Between all of you, you're pretty sure you did a rather thorough investigation of this ship. It definitely looks a little odd from what you could see, but you don't see anything that would point in a single direction or clue to give you an idea of what happened exactly.
If there's those barrels of stuff, can I look inside them?
Yeah. Inside of the barrels of stuff, it's a lot of beer.
Hey,
Very nice.
better than gold.
Seems still fresh, or does it seem like it's gone off?
No, it's pretty fresh. And from the direction the ship is, it looks like it was heading away from Viderheim.
Oh shit.
So it probably loaded up relatively recently.
Yeah, the beer would have spoiled if it's been a long time, and Graham will point that out. He looks pretty perplexed, like he doesn't like this.
Can we
Cap-
check the mechanics of the boat and make sure it's still operating functionally, or is it broken down?
Looking over, and I'd say with those investigation checks, the hull is fine. It's great. There's no damage to it at all. It looks like it was recently patched up, tarred again. The sails are missing.
Ah, shit.
So I mean, this is clearly some kind of ghost boat. So after stealing everything from it, we should probably burn it to the ground.
I was
right?
thinking the same
Burn
thing.
to
We
the
should
waves.
sink it. We should absolutely sink it.
Not tow it?
I don't know, what
Fuck
about
that. It's a ghost ship.
This thing is
Yeah,
cursed.
we could still sell it to somebody.
Yeah,
and
right?
Just, we
It's got
won't
value.
have the. Yeah, well, they'll have the bad luck of possessing the ghost.
here's
But we
the
gotta
thing,
tow
with
the
that cursed
possessed
boat,
ship.
You gotta haul it around and find a buyer. That curse
Right?
will kill you while you're trying to deal with that process.
Agreed.
That's true.
Burn the
Well,
fucker to the
Can we
ground.
check the water at all? Does anybody
I
have any
mean,
water checking?
Is there like
As
sirens
a
in
literal
this?
moron, I don't
Right?
have a real opinion on it. That's just my opinion.
Wait, you wanna check use check
Ah,
water on the middle of the
Character has
ocean?
no,
I can change my familiar into like a frog or something. Check the
Is there,
ocean.
like,
amphibian.
what
There's
are
like
those?
mermaids below us waiting.
No, like sirens or something like that.
Yeah,
like
siren.
just make them go crazy and jump off.
It's a good idea.
Well, yeah, you would know. Well,
I guess the captain would know.
roll a nature check.
Well, this isn't gonna be good.
Or talk to the captain.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna ask the captain what he thinks we should do with the boat, because I mean it's his voyage, his salvage.
Oh,
Right?
there you go.
All right.
Yes.
Jacques.
Check
Sirens
There it is.
are. They do go out at sea a lot, but they typically they're land based. Like they don't like swim under the ocean. They stay on like small islands or outcroppings of rock. It's pretty. Like you're several miles from land as far as you can figure. You've seen a few pieces of driftwood to indicate you're
What about more
close.
creatures?
That's what I'm thinking.
But Graham goes to talk to the captain, right?
Mhm.
Captain just says, "I don't like it. We load up, we take off.
Mm.
The ship belongs to the ocean now."
Does he sound like he's trying, maybe hiding something, not to think about it?
Make an insight check.
Then I say we sink
Yeah,
it. We're
scrutinize
not
this
taking
guy.
it. We sink it.
The captain is attempting to. Graham sees the captain's attempting to be very calm and collect, but he's obviously freaked out by the ship.
Now, I'm with you on that one, Captain. But why don't you, while the boys do their work, why don't you come over with me and we can talk about proper rights for a sailor, and we can make sure this, when the ocean takes this ship, it doesn't come back. And I plan to do some sort of speaking, whatever the proper send off for soldier or sailors lost at sea would be. I want to do some sort of prayer.
You would know what it would be for, like, where you came from.
Mhm.
So I would say it might not be what they would do in Viderheim, but like these guys travel a lot, so whatever you give, the captain's appreciative of.
Okay, so I'll start tending to that on the bow of the other ship.
Okay. Captain just calls down to the sailors below on his Twilight Trader. All right, everyone, we're gonna be doing final prayers, taking off, and then that ship there, we're gonna let it float. Belongs to the ocean now.
Does the ship have a name, by the way? Does it have like emblazoned on the hull?
It just says the runner. Yep, you just see like it's a bit faded, but it does say the runner on it.
Or do we still think we want to burn the ship to the down to the ocean floor, or no?
Hmm.
You could just put a hole in it too. You don't have to burn it.
I know, but fireball, dude, fireball.
True.
If there's any proper way to sink a vessel, like as you know, part of the said funerary rites, I might entertain that. Religion, maybe.
Yeah, like if you could do a religion check to see. Yeah, so you would sort of have an idea of the sailors. It wouldn't be part of any official religious doctrine, but you do have an idea of sailor almost folk religion for proper way to sink a vessel that they consider to be cursed to return to the sea. And you have read enough about Viderheim to understand a bit of their culture as well and how they would do it, to understand that, generally speaking, dump a bunch of oil on deck, set it ablaze.
Sounds effective.
Sounds like a great send-off.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds like I can use firebolt.
Sounds like we need a little oil though.
I'm assuming that's part of maybe the cargo. Is
There's
oil?
there you would be able to find oil's pretty ubiquitous. I would say you'd be able to pull a bit of oil out from the cargo. Captain has moved over the majority of it, but he gives you enough to do the last shipwrights.
Okay, so Graham will be busying himself with that instead of looking through the cargo.
Okay. While you're all preparing that, the sailor in the crow's nest yelling down, "Ship on the horizon!"
And there it is.
Fuck.
And I send out Hestia to go investigate and get a closer look.
Oh, the Weedow.
The ship is about... It's about... Probably be about 3,000 feet away. Not
Okay, I can
quite
do
a
100
mile.
feet.
Yeah, not
Okay.
quite a mile. Captain takes out his spyglass he got back from Graham, takes a look. Yeah, they're flying pirate colors. I'm going to give you... We're out of here in 30 seconds.
Blow
Graham,
it. Someone blow it.
Graham prays faster. Boomhauer prayer.
I'd like to charge up. So we are burning it? We are burning this fucker to the ground?
Baron her.
All right.
So I'll wait until Graham's done, and I'll firebolt the ship.
Okay. It's big enough. I don't think you need to like really aim for this one. Just
I'd
do
find
like...
Miss.
Actually, yeah, do an attack roll just to see if you miss. Just to see if you get a 1.
You're gonna hit the water.
Missed.
It's a big boat. You hit like near the edge of the like the oil, but you do in fact hit the oil, and the ship just ignites rather quickly. And fortunately, the Twilight Treader was already like going away. The captain made sure that you were leaving the ship before you shot any firebolt.
Appreciated. Now how about this other ship?
Captain looks at it. Small, fast, and it's been here a while.
How many are on there?
Can't tell from this distance, but it's gaining on us.
How do you normally fight with these ships you encounter?
We don't have any weapons. We run.
Can we throw
Good luck. We are adventurers.
bottles of oil off the ship, like mine, like so we can have like mines. You know what I'm
I
trying
don't know
to
what they're.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called. It's like the things you drop behind the ship.
say? Yeah.
Like a
So
not
Depth
quite a depth
charges?
charge, but
no, I forgot what they're called.
it would just be more like a mine. I think is kind of
like
what you're
exploding
thinking.
barrels, sort of type of thing.
Yeah. Maybe with like a fuse. We'll make like a makeshift fuse.
Yeah.
Are there gunpowder barrels like Sea of Thieves?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
That's the question, I guess.
Captain just says, "Well, we don't have any, but no gunpowder. We don't carry that. We do have the oil you brought in.
There we go.
I feel like that doesn't explode. I think we need to like drizzle that on them and then.
Well, we might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is
like, throw
extremely
at them and then fire.
flammable. Yeah.
We might be able
But
to
like more Molotov-y than.
cast them adrift.
Another thing that oil is really good for is making it really hot and then throw it at people and then set it on fire.
If the barrels float, you could leave them behind us and then ignite them with like a burning arrow or something as the other ship gets to them if they are attacking us.
If it goes off properly, you get a nice burning oil slick on the water.
Wait, so we're headed to Viderheim and they're coming at us from Viderheim?
They were behind you, but they're approaching, so they're in essence traveling the same direction as you.
And the captain has already recognized them as pirates.
Yep, he's seen their pirate flag.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So we set the ship on fire. If we start going, that ship would essentially be in between us or somewhere in relation to us. Okay.
Yep. So the captain, he's having the cargo that you brought down below. He's preparing to have sailors bring it aboard onto the top deck. If they get closer, we'll dump it. Hopefully they'll go for an easy cargo grab and leave us be.
Or we could kill them and take their stuff too.
Yes.
And their boat.
And their boat.
Yeah, but they might
Unless
have
it looks
guns
cursed.
on their boat, like cannons, and they might be able to engage us at distant range.
What
But
kind
we have a
of
Chungus.
what kind of boat?
You can
are
throw
we
Chungus at them.
Are we just considered a transport vessel, like for?
This wasn't getting a roll.
The boat you're trying to take because you don't get any stuff that way.
No, my thing is if they consider us a transport vessel, they might just think boarding us might be the easier option instead of wasting ammo.
Let's talk about speed. What are we equals in speed? Are they faster than us? Are
they're
we faster than
faster.
them?
The captain had seen that they're gaining on you, and so the boat you're in is basically a very large transport vessel that is meant to travel open sea for very long periods of time. The boat that is gaining on you, and you're able to see it a little bit better as it gets closer to you, is a very small, fast, looks like mostly a coastal ship that is not meant to be on open sea.
Are there
Let's
cannons?
play dead.
Um,
Let's
make
like act like we're.
Well, also we can just cast spells too. I forgot about this. We can just cast spells at them. You guys can cast.
Yeah, we
spells
got
at
about
Yep.
120 range.
them. Yeah.
But if they have a cannon, it might be 300 range.
they're approaching, and make a perception check.
I will make a perception check.
I'm gonna pass on that perception check.
I'll do that as soon
I
as
will
roll 20
perceive.
reload.
Actually, I will roll a perception check.
Me
Okay.
too. We're perception.
Does look to be, yeah. Jacques is able to see that they do, in fact, look like not cannons, but maybe ballista.
Ah.
Why isn't this not?
It's like where it says more accurate. They're trying to board us. They are trying to board us with the ballista.
What if all of us that are capable of fighting go below deck and we ambush? So they'll probably board, kind of just like what he
And
was
then we
saying.
just plan on
Sort of
taking their ship.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming we look
Okay.
very inconspicuous compared to everybody else. Just like
we could
everybody
wait
else.
until they board our ship and then we'll just board their ship. We'll do it like
Take
that
their
Pirates of the
ship.
Caribbean.
But we
yeah.
just burned that other
Yeah,
ship. They're
sounds
definitely going
good.
to see that ship burning and be like, well, somebody burned this ship.
What
I
we
just
could do is the fighters among us, i.e. us, hide below decks. They board and try to shake down and or kill the crew, and then we all bust up and surprise them.
How far are we from land?
Yeah. And then then we're gonna leave on their ship.
Yeah,
Because our
yeah.
ship will probably be irreparably damaged at that point.
That's by far the best pirate I've ever seen.
Yeah, let's do this.
Captain just says, "I don't want my ship to get destroyed. I have a business to
No!
run."
Can we not share this idea with the captain? This is just with us, the inner circle of 6 right here.
Don't worry, Dory. It's fine. It'll be
It's
fine.
cool,
We're
it's
trying
cool.
to boost our reputation here. We're trying to get people to like speak on our behalf and
Our
whatnot.
sample size does not have to be tainted by people if they don't
Ideally,
survive.
we want both ships, but you know.
Today's record of charter for this ship.
For
Not if it
reference,
burns.
Grant does want to protect these sailors. They're just, dudes. Just guys being dudes.
Yeah, they've been
A
good.
bunch
to
of
us.
guys being seamen.
We've been playing games, taking their money, or gonna take their lives too. Let's fight these guys. But how close are we to land? Are we
You're a few miles away. You're probably about 10 miles from land.
How fast are they gaining?
They're gaining on you. Like, your sails are full, and the captain has had the ship try and get as much into the wind as possible. But they do appear to be getting about 100 feet every minute or so.
Okay, so they're moving quick.
Oof. Okay.
You said 3,000 feet away.
Yep, so you got a few minutes before they arrive.
So ambush plan or fight from a distance plan? Or parlay?
Let's go with ambush plan, but just see what they're gonna do once they get closer.
Yeah, I say we run until anything changes, until they're close enough to engage, and we see what the deal is.
If we,
That gives
if we
them first
continue to
strike, though.
run, if we continue to run, it'll definitely give off the impression that we don't want to fight, and when we're ambushed, it'll be that much more successful. Obviously.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're also getting them closer to land too, so the
this
closer you get to
D&D,
land.
this probably ends in a fight no matter what. But like, in real life, pirates have to survive to get use their money. So if you put up enough of a fight, they would be like, "Whoa, this isn't worth it," and they might break off. So what I would say is, if you kind of surprise them with a shock and awe all at once, just like they get close, they start boarding, and then we just pop up and deliver like a broadside of spells and shit, they might go like, "Oh fuck."
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go below deck. I'm gonna start hiding.
Okay.
I'll also go below deck.
All right.
Yeah,
Decided
same
we're
here.
playing that board.
I follow everyone else.
Go, Tony.
Okay, so is all of 6 of you going below deck?
Yeah.
Yep.
Looks like
Yes,
it.
I will hide myself.
Okay.
Okay.
It takes about 30 minutes. The speed varies, especially as the wind on your ship kind of the wind in general dies down. The pirate ship behind you has oars that are keeping them going, but they do eventually manage to get side by side with your ship, and a number of pirates aboard, as well as from peeking up and looking out through the portholes, you're able to see like a very finely dressed man who appears to be the captain. And so he begins putting planks down to get your 2 ships together, and
Oh shit.
Nice.
Cue the music.
Very nice.
now you
nice
6 are all below. So I'm just gonna hide you right
Oh, yeah,
here.
Zooming out is critical.
It's a big, yeah. And as you
Yeah,
can see, your
zoom out,
ship's
and then
pretty
you can see
large.
everything. Our ship is huge compared to that ship. Yeah.
You can see that it has snow and ice, and there has been a little bit of a snowstorm every once in a while that you can see further in towards the Viderheim mainland. So they probably have been here for a while. All right, so the sailors on board are going to attempt to defend themselves as the pirates begin. So I want to like everyone to click their icons and roll initiative.
Where is
This icon roll initiative.
Let's see.
Did that record it? It did not. I don't think.
Let's see. Did you click your icon? Well, I'll bring up the turn.
geez.
Oh,
it
no,
did,
it did.
okay. Great. I'm rolling from D&D Beyond. It looks like it's working.
I think it does.
It
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Pirate.
I get the worst initiative roll.
Damn, one of us should have hid in the crow's nest. We could have had shots from above.
That should have probably been the
Captain.
one of the spellcasters.
Yeah.
And
Or somebody really heavy with good HP to land on somebody.
Chungus! Cannonball.
Mike, did I send you the Big Chungus theme? Because I have the Big Chungus.
Yes.
Hey, Big
Yes.
I don't think I
we
targeted
did see Big
myself.
Chungus.
oh no, that's not correct. Oh, here I see where I'm going wrong. There we are.
So
Weirdly,
do we kill them and take their ship, or just blow them up?
Well, let's see how this goes, but
A lot of
Alright.
people here.
We're
Looking at
blowing up
the
the
fight.
last resort.
currently the sailors are pretty quick on the draw. They've all been like ready and eager to fight the pirates, but they're also kind of manning their stations, making sure that the rigging is set, and so they're going to take up defensive positions and are going to attempt to keep the pirates at bay if they get close, but aren't strictly eager to engage. So the sailors are holding their action until the pirates get closer. Jacques, you're up. Lucian, I guess.
So we roll for initiative, so it's a fight. We're not talking, we're fighting here, right?
These pirates are swords drawn and ready for combat.
could hold action until they cross over, or you could just jump out and go, "Fuck you!"
Jacques jumps out and goes, "The fuck are you?" and firebolts this second one from the bottom near
This guy right here?
That guy right there.
Alright, go
Firebolts
ahead
him.
and roll to hit with Firebolt. Yeah,
Nice.
Nice.
hits. So go ahead and roll damage on that bad boy. Five. Okay, so he's not expecting this really. He understands that there's probably going to be like people trying to hide. Wasn't expecting the wizard to jump out and shoot a firebolt that strikes him directly in the chest.
Wizard. Meow.
Meow, meow.
Meow, say. And ah, Cat. At which point, did you want to do anything else on your turn?
I want to run to the farthest point on the not that what's the back side of the ship.
Like up the stairs, where the navigation is. Okay.
Yeah, over by this guy on the right.
Okay.
That guy.
So let's see here. I believe you can move. How far? 30 was it?
30, yes.
Okay. So just go ahead and move your guy. Each space is 5.
Okay. Alright, actually, we're gonna go here.
Okay. So, or it'd be like, let's see here.
Actually, on my
5,
first move, I
10,
have
15,
60
20, 25. Oh, yes, you can move the full 60 burst.
on the first move, right? Okay.
Yep. So go ahead and move an additional 30 if you want.
Okay. That's good.
All right. And if you don't have a bonus action or don't want to use a bonus action, we'll go to Kaido.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think I did.
I am going to jump out as does Roll20 show HP of what they currently are, or can I click on them to see who's lower in health? Or anything like that?
I'm hiding it just so like
For
you can
roll
see who
back.
got hurt,
Got
but
it.
you don't see
Okay.
how like much health they have.
You gotta go
Okay.
based on description of what they look like.
Yep.
How they're dealing with it.
You were able to see Lucian shoot the pirate in the chest with a firebolt here, so you understand he is hurt. Yeah.
Okay. If I move right here, do I have any half cover? Is this the mast?
This is the mast. This would give you half cover.
Okay. So I'll get to that position, get half cover, and then I will firebolt the same guy.
All right, go ahead and shoot firebolt.
Right.
That's 12. Yep, your firebolt. It looks at first like it's gonna miss, but it does just barely manage to strike him. And you did 9 fire damage. Yeah, this pirate is just hurt from the first firebolt and just starts burning up as like the second one strikes him, and he just collapses onto the deck. The other pirates look around a little nervous at this, and the captain of the pirates is like, "Keep it together!" Actually,
That's it for my turn.
Okay. The pirate captain is up. He looks at. What would he do here? Yeah, he's gonna move 30 feet. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 right here. And he's gonna aim his hand crossbow at Lucian, who he can see easier. Actually hit his 65 feet, and he's used it enough that he knows he can't actually get a good shot with that one. So he's going to aim at... He is going to do this at disadvantage, and he's going to fire his hand crossbow at Otto.
Is he firing it on automatic?
Okay, wow. So he rolled an 18. Does that hit? And or what's Otto's AC?
Hold up. 18.
Yeah, Taijo to attacker for this case, so he's going to roll damage. And he does 7 piercing damage to Otto.
Ouch.
I thought I was still like undercover.
It's a devastating hand crossbow.
You were,
Yeah,
that's why I rolled
he
with
did it as
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah, that's the
Because
reason.
he rolled really fucking well on both rolls.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to miss, but
That didn't hit me. It'd kill me.
that
No way.
Almost.
is
Not
his
quite.
turn. Pirates are gonna go and do their turn, so they're going to... Yeah, that's right.
Get on board, pirates.
Yep. 5, 10,
Get closer.
15,
Come
20,
closer.
25,
Embrace
30,
the Chungus.
Yes, exactly. Come
Foaming at the
closer.
mouth.
5,
Get closer.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
My kitty.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. So pirates they're basically just holding swords, so they can't really do much at range. Fiffle, you're up.
Put a few from board. Did we say we were like hiding below decks or something?
Yeah.
I imagine in order to get up onto the deck close enough, you're basically just at the top of the stairs. Also, I don't really feel like dealing with like the additional 5 feet you have to run to like get upstairs higher.
Makes sense.
Yeah, me too. Is Chungus on deck yet?
Uh,
Chungus is probably on deck.
yeah, I think Chungus was right
more-
here. Maybe
You're
not
more
quite.
visible than me.
Alright. Piffle attacks from hiddenness this pirate here with a short bow.
All right, go ahead and roll them bones. Yep, that hits. Once again, you're not sure if it's going to strike, but it actually manages to hit the pirate. Go ahead and roll damage. Okay.
And, he's gonna kill a little bit of that.
You actually drop a pretty decent amount of damage on this pirate. He's rather badly hurt as the short bow arrow strikes in his side by like above his kidney. He's like, ah! Not having seen you at first.
I then move behind Chungus and use my bonus action to hide.
Okay. And I will bring back.
Can I roll stealth whenever I hide?
Yeah, I believe you can roll.
No, I gotta turn back.
Hold on 1 second. Thinking about it, let me just verify quickly. I know rogues can hide as a bonus action, but I believe that requires. Oh nope, you in fact can do it at 2nd level.
Nice.
Yes, that was good.
And you roll with advantage.
I rolled with advantage by accident, and I will do it again without,
Okay.
if you wish.
Yeah. Never mind. Perfect. 22. You're pretty well hidden, as far as you can tell. Chungus is a big dude. Although at this point, Chungus it's his turn.
He's primed to attack. Chungus is going to use his bonus action to enter a rage.
All right.
And then he's going to basically just run up on this guy here with his great axe and do a reckless attack.
All right. So you get to attack with advantage. Although I believe that means you also get attacked with advantage.
Until next turn, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yep. You managed to hit. Distracted as. Well.
That's +2 damage, too. So
Okay.
for rage.
All right, perfect. This guy was distracted by getting shot with an arrow, looks up and just sees this half-orc barbarian with a great axe run towards him. Oh no! Bump directly into his head.
Oh, bother.
Bonk.
And this guy, Chungus just lays this guy out, completely split, like, skull split in half. Alright, so you attack move and perfect. Alright.
Fungus cackles,
Graham, you're up.
slaughtering his enemy.
Graham is going to walk out on deck and level his hammer at the captain and cast Ray of Sickness.
Alright, go ahead.
Cast at what level? Level 1.
Spell save DC, so he has...
I think it's supposed to be a ranged spell attack.
You are correct,
Oh, wait,
yep.
No, it's got to save after I hit with it, so I got to
Okay.
roll the spell attack.
Alright, so go ahead, roll spell attack, and I'll roll the
Oh,
Constitution.
that's an awesome spell.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, I like that.
It's necromancy. It's my shit.
That's pretty sick.
Wrong button. Hang on.
Okay.
I'm just gonna use Chill Touch because I'm pretty sure it's the same attack roll.
Okay. Unfortunately, the shot just goes a little wide for the captain, who's more on guard than some of the other pirates, having just seen 2 of his men get killed. And the Ray of Sickness he manages to duck just out of the way as this ray just goes above his head.
Okay, I'm gonna move further out on deck, and I'm gonna back up Chungus.
Okay. And Otto, is your turn.
I have a quick question. So if I use Shield of Faith, is that an actual concentration or?
I believe Shield of Faith is a concentration spell.
Okay.
Does it say it on your? It should say it on the
Yeah.
list. Yes. Okay. So you can use it as a concentration spell, or well, you have to use it as a concentration spell.
So I can move and then use it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You can move as part of your move action or move phase.
And then I will use that. And where is it?
Let me update my spells.
Okay, that's a bonus action.
It's that. So what do I roll
Yep.
for? I don't have to roll anything, right?
Nope, it just does it. So as you're running towards this pirate, you cast Shield of Faith on who? Yourself or
myself?
okay? Your AC is increased by 2 as a bonus action, and now you have your attack action remaining.
And I will attack this pirate guy over here.
The one you're next to. Okay,
Yeah.
this dude here. All right, go ahead and roll to attack.
Jesus, gotta move all over in this sheet.
You get used to it once you've used it
Yeah.
for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. The pirate sees, distracted by Chungus splitting his friend's head in twain, sees this armored paladin running towards him with a sword, who strikes him and roll damage. Okay, 5 slashing. And
For description only.
at which point, just a good slash right across his chest. Ah! At this point, it's this.
Oh my god.
At this point, it's the sailor's turn, so these two are going to run up. And the sailor is going to attack the pirate with his club. Managing to hit. Doing 2 bludgeoning damage as he just bops the pirate kind of on the shoulder.
Boops him on the snoot like a shark.
This sailor is going to come here, do the same.
And
Also
there you go,
managed-
sailor.
Doing, I think that's 3 plus 4, so for a total of 7.
D-Force 1, get off my ship.
And just bashes that that pirate directly in the face. You hear the bone crunch, blood pours down. Some teeth fall out of his mouth. Ah! He's like woozy from like this strike to his head, but he's still standing. The other sailors are holding position, waiting to see if the pirates get near them. Lucian, you're up.
How far can I like shout something? Like to have somebody hear me?
I mean, I would say, let's see, you are able to shout, let's say like 120 feet. If you wanted to make yourself really noticeable.
Okay. I want to shout to the captain.
Oh, he's like almost next to you.
Why are you shouting? I'm right
That's
here.
what I do.
I'm thinking you just go around.
Doesn't
Literally
shout.
right next to you.
Oh, not our captain. Their captain.
Oh, their captain. Yep, he's within
Yeah.
range.
Okay. I was like, wait, the captain's right next to me. I'm gonna move first, actually, since he can hear me.
Okay.
There, 1, 2.
Being threatened by a very small cat.
Meow.
This guy. And I'm just gonna yell to the captain. Just like yelling something, use an action.
Nope, it's a free action as long as it's not like a paragraph.
Okay, great.
Monologue.
And I'm just gonna yell to him. Look at what is happening to your men. You should stop before we kill you all.
Make it a intimidate check.
Oh yeah.
If I can roll an attack roll above, room temperature, I've got something that might back you up on that.
Captain, he'll...
Just hears a little cat going meow 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 meow. What?
Well,
I told you to feed him before we left.
His little box is full.
the captain's listening to Lucian, like, meow at him, and is actually starting to back up a little bit.
Oh, wow, that worked.
To
Maybe
be
he's
fair, we
allergic to
did kind of
cats.
slaughter his crew.
He's allergic to cats. And then I guess I'll just use another firebolt to. No, I'm gonna do Ray of Frost to the captain.
Okay, go ahead. Yep, your Ray of Frost actually just manages to strike the captain. Go ahead and roll
Sorry,
damage.
That's only 60 feet on that one. I don't think that.
I think you are within... Oh, no, you are not. You'd have to move forward a little bit. Now, if you haven't moved your full movement, you can, in
I
fact...
moved a little back. I'll just do the firebolt instead. Then.
Okay.
That's fine.
Go ahead, roll for fire... Oh, does he use it? Okay, perfect. Yeah, your firebolt strikes the captain directly in the chest. Go ahead and roll damage. Alright, captain takes 7 points of fire damage. His armor absorbs a good portion of it, but he does get a little singed. Ah! Tries to put himself out. And Kaito, you're up.
Alright, I am going to start running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. I'll use Firebolt on the captain.
Okay.
Boop.
Yep. Go ahead and
I've lost
roll.
track of the
Jeez
captain. Where is
Louise.
he?
Oh, he's right
The
here.
only one still on their
Oh,
ship.
okay, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
As, yeah, another firebolt strikes him right in the face, burning his skin, singeing his beard. Captain just calls to his pirates.
Fire wizards.
We're done here! Too much trouble! He is
Don't
going
let them
to...
leave.
He is going to shoot his hand crossbow at Kaito, who just struck him. I'm assuming 22 hits,
Yeah, it does.
A little bit.
doing 7 points of damage.
Yeah, that hurts.
And then he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's going to grab onto the mast and also kind of hide behind it. Pirates are going to... 1, 2, 3... Yeah, they're going to get on board.
Oh shit, we gotta stop him from.
Oh, I'm getting right
retreating.
on board. There
This
it
Yeah,
is.
same.
pirate here is going to use a disengage action to pull away as he's a little bit woozy still and gets on board.
When you get to hell, tell them Big Chungus sent you.
This
I'll work my
pirate
way through them. They're not going anywhere.
next to Otto is going to use a disengage action. 5,
Grapple
10,
their ship.
15,
So is it
20.
disengaged so they don't get a
25.
reaction shot against them?
They can use their action to disengage, and it lets them move away without getting an attack of opportunity.
Attack of opportunity.
Right. Okay.
It does cost them like that. That means they can't.
That's their like.
Yeah.
action, though. They're basically like.
Yep.
Moving and dodging. Okay.
Fitful, you're up. And I want more music, please.
Yeah, the music was awesome.
Yeah, good
Music
time.
is great.
This fight ain't
How
done
can
yet.
You guys
Grapple them, make sure they don't leave. What can we do?
The ship does have grappling hooks that you had used
Yeah.
on the other ship.
Yeah, you guys should do that.
Rip their masts or something. Engage their anchor.
Gently kiss them.
That'll make them stay. That'll teach them.
Make them question things about themselves as they bolt awake in a cold sweat at night.
Is the pirate captain over here?
Yep, he is taking half cover behind the mast.
I wish to shoot at him with my short bow.
Okay, go ahead. Are you? What's your range on that?
That's a good question. It looks
I
like
think it's
a
120.
Oh wow! Oh, this is a different scale than I thought.
I think it's 120 on the short bow.
For max distance, yeah, but I believe it also has a distance of 60. That you can attack without disadvantage. So, just go ahead and roll for disadvantage to attack him with the short bow.
$83.20. So it's in the 80s. Yeah.
Actually, let me just check something. Yeah, I should have done that, but it's fine. I'll remember that next time.
Oh my god, I've never played a character at level 2. I have so many things I can do.
It only gets better.
I technically would be hidden from my last hiding,
Yeah.
and therefore I would just make a normal roll. Wouldn't you say?
Yep.
Okay. Pew!
Yeah, that strikes. Yeah, even with his half action, or his half cover, doing 7 points of damage.
Fantastic marksman.
I don't believe you get sneak attack just because of, like...
Right.
Well, you are attacking from... Let me just verify something
I was
quick.
hiding.
Let me check something quickly. Sneak attack is a little funky, I will admit.
It is.
Put in
You have
your
advantage.
spell.
Okay.
And
Can you...
if you don't have advantage, okay, so it's if another enemy has been fighting you. He's
Yeah.
far enough away that he is not distracted.
Yeah.
Just give it a 6 there. Just
Okay, so just the 7 then. But that's okay. That's a pretty decent hit right there. Alright.
track my arrows too.
Captain's still alive.
Yeah, he's looking a little rough. He's still standing, but the damage you've done is definitely taking his toll, and you can see him breathing heavier. He's badly singed in his spots from the firebolts.
He ain't liking it very much.
We should
No.
talk to him.
We should
Should
kill him and
grab
take their
his
stuff.
ass.
We should talk to him after he's dead.
Maybe he knows something good.
Did
Necromancy him for questions.
did Fiffle want to do anything else, or...
People will once again hide behind Chungus.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth. Okay. Chungus, you're up.
Yep. Chungus
Are you
is gonna
boarding? 'Cause I'm
board
boarding.
the other ship.
Fuck yeah.
So he'll get to about this spot here, just on board their ship.
Fuck.
And then he'll just like pull one of the javelins off of his back and hurl it at this guy over here.
Alright, go ahead.
Dick. So sick.
In a reckless attack.
Okay. I believe reckless, does that require... No, that is a strength, so that would work. Yep, you're fine.
Yep, javelin's good.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I'll
I
roll a
forgot
second
to,
time.
Do it at advantage. Yeah,
Roll a second time just to see if you get like a 20.
Good call. Yeah.
Well, not a natural
Wasn't
20, but
critical
still.
20, but yeah.
And so you're shooting this guy here? Okay. You saw him get pretty badly bopped in the head with a stick, so go ahead and roll your damage.
So
Damn,
it's
9.
9, and it's plus because I'm still enraged.
An additional 2. Yeah,
So
Chungus,
11.
this javelin just shoots and just strikes him in the back and punches out the front of him. And he just looks
kebabs.
down and then falls dead.
A complete key lime pie.
Use him as a mace now.
Yeah.
Yep. And then that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. Graham, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna march up to the gangplank. Do I have, if I march to either side of the nearest side, like left or right of this, do I have a shot on the captain, or can he hide behind the post from either side?
From here, it would be okay. Even from there, you'd probably have to go to, like, here. Yeah, if you were to go to, like, that, like, middle gangplank, you could shoot him without his cover helping him.
Okay, I'll do that, and I'll shoot another ray of sickness.
Okay.
Let's see if I can actually land it this time. Let's... Oh, right, I have to actually roll the attack roll.
13.
Dang, nabbit. Hang on. She'll touch again. There we
Yep.
go.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Roll damage, and he has to make a con save throw. And so
7, and he'll be poisoned if he fails the save.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, so on the hit takes 2d8, so he takes 7 damage, and he is poisoned until the end of your next turn, meaning he's going to be a few problems with that, but...
And as he marches forward, like, you know that scene where Wyatt Earp walks across the creek?
Yeah.
That's kind of the stride that Graham has, and his voice just booms. Like, it's not magical or anything, it's just very clear and rings out over the waves. I am the scourge of death, appointed to chastise you, since no one knows the remedy for your iniquity except me. You are wicked, but we are more wicked than you. Tell them that the crossed blades have come.
Haha! Alright.
Jesus.
Yeah, and he's going to have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. As this ray strikes him, and he's... throwing up in his mouth a little bit. Otto, you're up.
How much was the movement speed? It was 30 is for what, 30 feet?
It's 30 feet, and each square is 5. You can also use an action to dash, doubling your movement rate.
Yeah, but I can't do anything, right?
It takes your full action.
It takes your full action, but if he's next to you, engaged, he can't move away unless he uses his action, and he can't attack with his hand crossbow unless he does it at disadvantage. So there's a few good options for it.
Yeah, I'll go up here. He's gonna die
5.
anyway, so
So it's 5.
that should be
I think
30.
we should.
15,
I think
20,
we should think
25.
about taking him out of character. Think about taking him prisoner.
Yeah, we could probably bring him
Ooh,
in
that's a good idea.
for his fucking
Any of them. Any.
murder of the probably
Captain,
that last
captain.
ship.
Yeah.
If we don't kill the captain, we should take him for sure.
Yeah, I think we should try to take him prisoner.
Okay.
I can just grapple him. We can just I can just get a little wrestling going here.
You yeet your last paw.
Otto, you are
Yeah,
next
okay.
to a pirate.
Yeah, I'll attack him.
Okay, go ahead. Yep, that hits. Go ahead, roll damage. Good for slashing damage. Just cut right across the throat, and he just falls over dead.
And you can't smite at range, can you?
No, it has to be a melee attack.
It's like force
Attack
beam
wrong
somebody with a
shit.
Kamehameha of Jesus.
Yeah, or otherwise you'd be able to like just smite things like Eldritch Blast, which would be crazy.
There's nothing wrong with that. Let me see here.
Alright, it's the sailor's turn. They're not eager to go on board the pirate ship, and they see you seem to have gotten it, so they're going to all hold their action. Lucian, you're up.
Kiss?
This is all the pirates they had.
That was nothing.
Turns to
A very big pirate
Captain
boat. isn't it?
again and yells at him. You see your men fall. Why do you stand? Bow your head. Surrender now.
Okay, go ahead, roll Intimidate again.
Oh, jeez.
Meow 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 meow
Meow, 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 meow.
I can hear this guy's like, who let the cat out?
Little cat going.
This is bullshit.
Do you want to eat? Do you want to go outside? What do you want?
Kitty. It's like Kitty, we're in a life and death struggle. Please.
That's a great. Is that a canon answer from the captain? Because that would be fucking hilarious.
That's not quite. No, he's a little like, what the fuck is going on? This is supposed to be an easy raid.
Yeah,
We get fireballs in and a cat's getting pissed at me.
You probably didn't expect a whole ass adventuring guild to come out from
A
below
fucking
deck.
circus, goddamn ship.
All right.
Gar.
Did you want to do anything else? That was a free action to shout at him.
I want to use my newfounded conjuring ability to, like, conjure a white flag of surrender and throw it at him.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see here. So you summon a white flag. Can you chuck it 85 feet? I guess we'll have you roll athletics to find out.
At least you're not jumping trees.
Oh,
Right? Chungus is not below you.
You throw the flag.
Into
Good.
Into the water.
No, not quite. It lands right around here.
Okay.
Where at?
Like right here. It like lands next.
And, like, super pissed off.
Cool idea, though. You don't have catapult, do you?
Just because the word
I
cat is
don't
in it.
know what that means.
Catapult is a cantrip that lets you like yeet
No.
a small handheld object.
I have a floating disc. I could like a floating disc get over to him, but I don't want to waste a spell slot for it.
Yep. But it's a nice one. It lets you just chuck stuff at people.
That is kind of cool. I might consider that if I have a conjurer.
Did you want to do anything else on your turn, or?
No, that's it. That's all I want to do.
Kaito, you're up.
Can I move diagonal for 5 feet or no? You have to go left.
You can move. You can move diagonal.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
I will use
Oh.
Fireball for an action
Okay.
at the guy right in front of me.
All right. Go ahead.
And boop.
So 16 definitely hits. 8 fire damage to this. No, not him, but him. Yeah, as a firebolt strikes him in the face, doesn't kill him. He's like trying to put his face out, like pat it out as his like burning.
Fuck yeah. Bonus action, I would like to use Second Wind. Once per short rest, you can use bonus action to regain 1d10.
Health.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. To regain some health. Sure thing. So go ahead and roll the 1d10.
Okay, it's not doing it automatically for you. Oh, so I'll just do that. Please.
Okay. Okay. So we'll go with the 6. So 6
Okay.
plus 2 for
2.
your fighter level. So 8 hit points. Not bad.
Sweet. We're back to full health, and then I
Okay.
would like to do. I don't know if I can actually. Can I do an action surge?
Action surge will give you another action, so you could in fact use another action. Yep.
Sweet. So I'll use action surge.
Okay.
And I will move all the way up to
Did
him.
you? How much movement did you use? 15 or the full 30?
30. Oh, it does not.
Action
give you
surge. No, it just gives you another action.
Oh.
No more movement or
shit,
bonus.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought
But
it
if you
gave
wanted to use another like firebolt.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Then that's what I'll do. I'll just use one more fire.
Okay.
That one.
Yeah, that
So
one.
the first guy right in front of me.
Okay, that one unfortunately goes wide. He ducks down to try and put his face out as the firebolt flies over his head, barely missing his friend behind him.
That's my turn. That's gonna be my turn.
Pirate Captain peeks out and he's going to shoot at Otto with his hand crossbow, but he's going to do it at disadvantage because he is in fact poisoned. So he rolls a 10. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that misses.
Yeah. Plus, I have the 2 AC, so it would not.
Yeah. So the bolt just flies and strikes an almost invisible shield around Otto and just deflects into the water. Fuck! Pirates seeing the way that the worm turns, he's gonna go out with a fight and he's gonna run towards Kaito. 5, 10, 15, 20. And he's gonna take a whack at you with his scimitar. Does 16 hit?
Have armor class of 16.
Okay, so it goes to attacker.
Okay.
So he's going to be able to damage you for 7
Damn.
slashing damage.
I literally just healed.
Hey, just be glad you did.
If he hadn't healed that,
Right.
he'd be in more trouble.
A shit ton more trouble actually.
Yeah.
Okay. I will take it.
All right, other pirate is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to go on to he's going to go here, and he's going to attack Otto as best he can using his scimitar. He goes to hit, misses, but the captain just yells, "Have at thee, salty dog!" And he's going to be able to re-roll a miss, and he also misses. And captures this.
Oh, the captain gives him a little morale boost.
Tried,
Yeah,
and
I was
he's
just like, I wasn't even supposed to come in today.
I mean, the guy has a very small chance to hit me anyway.
Yeah, so the guy just boom. Concern. Fiffle, you're up. Jeremy?
Sorry?
Oh, Jeremy, it's your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Pirates aren't dead.
Well, most
Oh,
of them
yeah.
are. There's like 3 guys left.
The live pirate.
Yeah, that's a pirate.
Yep,
Definitely-
so we
definitely kill those
have
guys.
a guy here, and you can barely see the captain hiding here.
I'm going to be subduing the captain, I believe.
I will
Yeah.
try and
Please do.
stop this guy who's on our boat here.
Yeah,
Okay.
Who's hurting Kaido, yeah.
He needs to be dead now.
Yeah, drop.
All right, you can go ahead and lid
This
drop.
one will
You are
be-
hidden, so he does. Okay, yeah,
That's nice.
Nice.
that strikes true. Go ahead and roll damage.
And this one will have some attack.
Doesn't matter because you do enough that an arrow just travels in one ear out the other,
Oh,
like a weekend at Bernie's, and he just falls dead. Technically number 2.
Nice.
where did that arrow went?
Did Fiffle want to do anything else with his turn?
Oh, I suppose I could probably do some stuff. I'm gonna move over here. Who's this?
Right behind Graham.
Yes, and I'm going to hide behind Grant.
Go ahead, roll sneak. Okay. We'll just go with the 8, but
Yeah.
okay. So Graham's a little smaller than Chungus. Maybe Fiffle isn't hiding quite as well as he might think, but we'll see what happens. Chungus, you're up.
Yes. Chungus is going to strap his great axe away and approach the captain here.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm going to approach the captain this way here, or along the bottom, so I don't provoke any type of attack. from
I
this
don't
guy.
think you would either way, but yeah, you go from behind as best you can.
Yep, and I'm just going to grapple him.
German suplex.
Get in the
All
bag.
right. Go ahead and roll a athletics check. Okay, 15. And the captain is going to attempt to utilize his own athletics to get out. However, he's still poisoned, so he's going to be doing this at disadvantage. So he rolls a 9. Still weak from the ray of sickness, Chungus easily grabs him from behind, and he's barely manages to struggle to escape. Graham,
All right.
you're up.
I'm gonna walk across the board, and this guy is still trying to swing. The pirate over here.
Yeah, he's trying to attack Otto.
I am going to bonk him with my warhammer.
All right, go ahead and make Le Bonk. Unfortunately, the pirate is on guard and has managed to just knock the Warhammer away from hitting him.
Okay.
Did you want to do anything else?
Can I try an intimidate check from that Scourge of Death speech on the captain?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yay!
Captain grappled. One pirate left. It's like, surrender. We surrender. And at this point, we will drop out of combat.
One of the pirates is even going to survive too. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, he
I was
just
hoping for it. I was hoping for
he
it.
just looks around. He's a little surrounded. His friends are dead. He got into the fight and didn't quite realize exactly what was happening, and he just puts down his scimitar and steps away.
Do you know what his name is? Dave.
It will
I
be.
let go of
Use
the.
him as a blade of armor.
I let go of the captain. Just let him kind of.
At this point,
there.
yeah, the captain just puts down his hand crossbow and his sword. Sits on the deck, kind of breathing heavy. So, you caught me. Congratulations.
What's your name? My name's Chungus.
Are you
How are
serious?
you?
I think Chungus should run all interrogations forever.
Are
Where's the Joker hiding?
Murdered
Chungus
everybody.
like bonks him on the
Why?
head, and he's like, "I said, what's your name?"
The bonk was enough damage to kill him.
Jackson. My name is
Okay.
Captain Jackson.
That's a nice name.
Uh-huh.
Jax runs over and starts kind of trying to take over a little bit, seeing Chungus just almost beat him to death. And he kind of says, why would you do this to us? Tell me everything you know. What are you doing here?
Meow, 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 meow.
Yan, 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 yan.
That's the cat he heard.
Yeah.
I'm
Do I
a
speak common, and now you have me questioning my character.
He's the one guy that failed every speech check during the fight to go and interrogate him.
you speak common, so he can understand you. He's like, I'm a pirate. I was doing piracy.
It's literally in my job description.
Do you work for anyone?
I pay homage to the Admiral
Admiral who?
Braxton. Admiral Braxton.
What kind of fleet does Admiral Braxton have?
He's the head of, I guess, any ship within the Free Sailors Alliance.
How is the ship we set ablaze still on the horizon?
You could see the smoke rising from it. It's at this point below the mostly below the ocean.
Horizon.
Water.
Yeah. Graham will point back with it at it with his hammer that you're doing.
No, I was actually going to go and raid it myself until I saw you.
What could do this?
Lots of things. Do what? Set a boat on fire?
No, we went to this boat and it was empty with blood everywhere.
And nothing was taken. Not even no supplies. The beer was fresh.
Oh, they said all the valuables were taken.
Anything shiny was taken. Anything from the sea, I suppose. Anything with a bit of a brain. Don't have use for boats under the water. Can't drink beer under the water. But anything shiny and valuable might be getting.
This guy is funny. Chungus, hit him again.
I'm telling you the truth. There's things under the ocean that definitely will raid ships every once in a while. Even the free sailors are wary of them.
Yes, yes, I know things. What things?
Like sea otters?
No. Sea creatures, monsters. There's tritons, I suppose.
Tritons. Les tritons.
Are Krakens a thing in this game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you ask of that, a kraken would have sunk that ship.
Well, we are on our way to Viderheim. You are now our prisoner, so it behooves you to help us in every way. We will be taking all of your shit, and you will keep your life for now if you do not fuck with us.
You know they hang pirates in Viderheim, right?
We're not pirates.
No,
That's what you
but
want.
if you're taking me to Viderheim, they're gonna hang me.
Yeah.
If we tell us you're a pirate.
I'm good with disguises. We will talk if you are good.
I think we can come to an arrangement.
Yes, this I like.
While they're talking, can I go for an investigation check around this new ship?
Yeah, go ahead.
Boop.
Looking through the ship, it actually looks pretty bare. There weren't a lot of pirates. They didn't really have much beyond maybe like 10 silver between them.
I was gonna say.
Can I assist on the investigation and then see to the wounded while the interrogation's going on?
Yeah, Kaido, if with being assisted by Graham, can roll investigation a second time, so we'll just say at advantage.
So
Can I retrieve my javelin from the body of this pirate?
Yeah, he's on deck still, so you'd be able to just
Yeah,
rips.
We need this one. I only have
Like
4 of these.
his spine comes out with it.
looking a little bit further into this, Kaido is able to get like another 5 silver from the various like hidey holes on the ship. Food is very near to the end. Not much in the way of grog left, indicating that they might have been really on their last legs. And the ship itself is kind of worn down. The wood of the hull is very like damaged and definitely need a repair.
How much would it take to fix a ship?
You're not sure. You'd have to do bring it into port and just do a full investigation of it.
I think that's a good idea.
Well, to see what repairs will cost versus just wholesaling the thing.
Yep.
Boat insurance scam, go!
The captain aboard the Twilight Treader looks over. If you're taking that, you probably want to pull down the pirate flag.
It'll make a fine trophy, I think.
I'm just saying, once you get close to Viderheim, if they see that there, you're probably going to find yourself cannon fodder.
Piffle will climb the mast, lickety split, because he's tiny, and steal the pirate flag.
You're gonna steal it?
You can make like an athletics at advantage. It's meant to be climbed up to the crow's nest.
How about acrobatics?
Acrobatics would also work just fine.
Roll to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Okay.
I was gonna say steal it. I don't think anybody's gonna stop you from taking it.
Fiffle's able to very quickly and easily climb up to the crow's nest, grab the pirate flag. It's just your standard pirate flag of a skull, and it's actually 4 bones, not crossbones, just like horizontal in one after another.
I've added a pirate flag to my inventory.
Okay.
I feel like this will come in handy.
Are we just gonna make one trophy from every fight?
I mean, if we do want to rebuild the cross blades, that'll look pretty damn good in our hall. Just
we have a troll head and
an ogre head.
Pirate flag now. Yep, an ogre head. Yep.
So, looking along the side of the ship, though, Kaido would also see that it is labeled the Bloody Hare. H-A-R-E, as in the rabbit.
Got it.
We should take the name of the ship so nobody knows. Maybe they know the name of this ship already.
I don't think you can rename ships. That's taboo, isn't it?
No, you can do it.
Oh, really? I thought that was
New
seafarer
owners.
taboo.
You're probably the dick
owners.
smasher.
It's fine to rename ships.
We'll just call it the Bloody Hare, but this time H-A-I-R.
We'll call it the Harry Chungus.
The hare.
We just draw a line through the name.
Yeah.
The ship
Harry
formerly
Chungus.
known as the Bloody Hare.
The Chungist.
The Chungus.
The captain of the Twilight Treader does, while you're discussing this, yells back, "Hey, let's get to the land and you guys can discuss this. I have a feeling that ship is gonna need to get towed to Viderheim."
Toss him a wave from over deck. And did any of the friendly sailors take a bonk?
Surprisingly, no.
Wow, we did good. I actually will bandage and take care of the enemies as well as our own guys. If anybody's like critically wounded, I have a spell left.
Just the captain. The other pirate, the remaining pirate, actually did not get hurt.
Boy, he's a lucky fucker.
I'm what is it? I'm only missing 7 HP.
Yeah, same.
Nice. So yeah, just general bandages and stuff, nothing major. Some rest will take care of it.
What is considered critical here?
Well, it's not like Dark Heresy. Critical, like if you hit 0, like you could work perfectly great up until you hit 0 hit points, in which case you're unconscious.
Okay.
Except for like half orcs, for example, because they have a special thing for that.
Okay. Yeah.
Do we heal HP in short rests?
You can roll hit die to regain hit points during a short
on
rest.
long rests, everything resets.
You regain half your hit die during a long rest.
Ah.
Yep.
Okay. Do we have enough time on our way to
You're a few miles out. I would say you have the hour. You need to do a short rest.
I would like to short rest.
Okay.
Definitely.
And so you're just free to go ahead, and on your character sheet it does say hit die, so you can just click that to roll it automatically. And you can do that as many hit die as you have. Okay.
How long did you
I have
say
2
it
hit
takes?
die.
Okay, so you could roll a second one if you'd like. A short rest is an hour.
No, but how long to recover hit die?
It's going to be 2 long rests to fully recover all your hit die.
Oh.
You
During a
get back
short
half of
rest,
your
you
hit
can
die.
roll as many hit die as you have to
Yep.
regain health during a short rest.
Yes, you can. You could use all of it if you'd like, but so Kaido's able to regen fully, I would imagine.
Wait,
Yep,
in a
I used 2 hit die.
on short rest, so I gotta lay on hands back.
Do you? I don't believe so. I believe Land Hands is a full long rest for a paladin. Let me just verify quickly. I used to remember, and I do not, but I'm pretty sure they regen on a long rest. So your hit die or your Land Hands comes back.
They
Yep.
both regen on a long rest then.
I believe paladins have everything come back on a long rest.
Yeah,
I need a
divine
long
magic
rest for
tends to be a little
rage,
slower.
so a short rest is
What-
pointless for me.
what do
So
I-
I'm not taking a short rest. I'll just stay
Yeah,
awake.
let me see here.
Okay.
How can I manage my hit die on D&D Beyond? I don't know where that is.
If you do it on the character sheet for Roll20, there's literally like a little
So I'll use a
Oh, okay.
one lay on hands. It's 10 HP.
Okay. So I'll just set your hit die to 0. So you use full.
Both, yep.
Okay. And then Auto uses.
One lay on hand.
Okay.
So it's 5 HP times my level, so that's 10.
You don't have to. You could use it as like, and you were hurt 7 hit points.
Yeah.
You could just do 7 and have 3 left.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
How do I keep? I gotta keep track of that manually.
No. If you look on your character sheet, you'll see there is lay on hands, and then you can just set it. So total is 10. You can set it to like 3 remaining.
Oh, so it's 1 HP per lay on hand.
Yeah. It's more like the lay on hands lets you put out a number of hit points.
Oh, I thought it was a 10 heals per use. I was like, that sounded ridiculous.
No. It's like you
Okay.
get 10 hit points you can heal,
Okay.
and then 15, and then 20, and so on and so forth. Yep. All right. So you guys have been able to successfully put down this little attack by these pirates.
And Jack's like kind of check all the dead bodies and kind of loot everything and
I gotta
see
pee really quickly, guys.
out
Be right
what
back.
and
Yep. Go ahead and roll an investigation. All right. You're able to find on one of the pirates in a hidden pouch sewn into his jacket 5 silver.
Thin times up in Virdheim, apparently.
Were they just wearing clothes, or was it just the captain wearing the good armor?
The captain had on him a longsword and a hand crossbow. Most of them didn't really have any money. They just had basically like thin jackets that weren't really even that great against like the ice and snow you see still on the deck of the ship.
What about the booty? Did they have any booty?
No.
You checked and you didn't really see any. It looks like they were pretty lean.
Worst pirates ever? Bad at their jobs?
Just not as lucky as maybe some other pirates.
How about can I, retrieve some arrows? Maybe see if they've got any arrows lying around.
Also,
yeah.
just tossing another question. There's no evidence that this is the ship that attacked the other ship that we set ablaze.
The
Yeah,
captain.
I don't-
Yeah.
Yeah, the captain said he was going to go and loot it himself when they saw us and attacked us. I never did roll insight on that. Can I do that?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You're pretty sure he's telling the truth, yeah.
It takes me back to Dark Heresy.
And that's not a bad roll. But yeah, so Fifth will want to look for arrows. Go ahead and roll investigation.
Oh.
Yep. Just to see if you could discover any arrows or anything. And I will say you are able to find 2 arrows.
Hooray.
At last, we can retire.
So the captain of the Twilight Treader has a couple of sailors from his ship go and jump on the Bloody Hare, and just assist with helping you get it to land. It's like, all right, same goal. We're heading to Kosa first.
Thank you kindly.
And was there anything else you wanted to do on the ship, or should they just take off and head to the Viderheim mainland?
I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I am good too. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
still my short rest, I guess, during this time.
Do we
Yeah.
think we pressed this captain for all the information we can?
Well, you've asked him a few questions.
I feel like he's still got some knowledge that we could take. Is what's going on with our ship? Their crew is taking our ship to land.
The captain
this new ship.
of the Twilight Treader had a few of his sailors jump on board to help you get it to Viderheim.
So we're just gonna sail them in parallel to each other, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mostly because this ship is both rather in rough shape, and I'm assuming none of you are
Sailors.
actually able to, sail a ship.
Also, Ian, short rest, does that restore cantrips and spells?
Cantrips don't have to worry about being restored. You need a long rest to restore your spells.
Okay.
Yep.
Can we investigate the ballistas on this ship that you were talking about before, and just see what the capabilities of them are?
Yep, go ahead and roll investigation to do a overview of the ballista.
Can you do that as well?
Yes, go ahead. All right. Looking them over, they actually are non-functional currently. There is a bit of mechanical failure, indicating that they're more for show at this point. With a bit of repair, you're pretty sure you could possibly get them up and running again.
Kind of side-eye the captain. Rough times.
Admiral Braxton has been insistent on a heavier pirate presence. We've been a bit run ragged lately. I had hoped maybe our luck would turn around with getting that abandoned ship there, but turns out wasn't to be. I wasn't expecting... he looks over all of you. Who are you exactly?
We are the Crossblades, and I'm still not convinced of your usefulness. You and your men have not given me anything of worth yet, so please, if you have some value, I expect it to be shown now.
The captain, hearing you from the crossbait, starts laughing, like a deep belly laugh.
Meow 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 meow.
No.
You lot are still
About
around.
being a cat.
I can't believe it. And here I thought Dragon Eye put you under here.
Oh, we're back and better than ever.
Uno reverse.
Dragonite.
Uno reverse card.
Better luck next time.
Did Lucian ask?
Yes,
Some-
who is this Dragonite?
The old admiral. Last pirate admiral before Braxton. He attacked Viderheim's main city, Vaxval, about 60 years back, I think. From what I remember, he put down the Crossblades there, killed most of the members before getting himself killed by one of the knightly orders. I thought he had put you lot in the ground. What was
I
that?
happen to know a thing or two about putting things in the ground.
Yes, I
Back up again too.
gathered.
So he took them out, the old Crossblades. Now they send us to go back to the same place. Why did they not tell us this?
Ew. Ugh,
Was-
my
was-
cat stuck his filthy face in my drink.
Is your cat able to cast Firebolt?
Our cat can.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Jacques?
Oui, oui.
You're a rather strange lad, aren't you?
Nya nya.
Putting it really nicely.
Gets the job done, doesn't it?
Well, I can't argue with that. You really put us down rather quick. Well, I guess...
I guess you're no use.
It takes a few hours, but around this point, your ship approaches a small island. It's not like tiny, but it approaches the island of Kosa, just off the coast of Viderheim.
What do you think, guys? Should we leave this broke-ass pirate here on an island?
I think we should turn him in unless he can demonstrate any reason not to leave him to be tried for his crimes and fucking executed.
You should see if there's a bounty on him first before you turn it
Sounds
in.
pretty cool.
Before they just like, yeah, there was no bounty.
These are all good ideas.
And your ship and the Twilight Treader manage to get into port, and ropes get tossed out, tie the ship to the dock. And the captain of the Twilight Treader gets out and starts talking to the harbor master. You're a ways away from him, so you can't quite hear what's going on, but you can see that they're getting a little agitated.
I'll start.
Who's getting agitated? Both
The-
of them?
Both of them, yeah.
With each other.
Just from what you can see.
Can I send Hestia over, like, kind of nearby them, maybe hopefully without them noticing, to try to listen in?
Yeah, have her roll a stealth roll.
We bow.
I'm just gonna go and I think that's fine. Yeah. They see they're somewhat aware there's a bird around, but they are a little too engaged with under there to really notice or care that it's not like a seagull or something.
It's like a fucking owl on the beach.
Definitely does not belong.
Especially as it's like
sketchy eyes, dude.
Might as well be like a fucking pterodactyl right there.
and the captain's just yelling. It's like, I gotta get to Vaxval. I've got more cargo. And the harbor master's like, I told you, when you get the pass, you can go to the mainland. You gotta wait until you get the pass. All ships gotta worry about that now. And they're just argue back and forth. If Graham would like to get out onto the dock.
Yeah, like he starts walking over as this is escalating.
And the harbor master just he waves over some guards. He's like,
Oh shit.
just head to the tavern, have a few drinks. You'll be on the mainland in a few days. And the captain just, I'm heading back on board. And he turns to storm off onto his ship.
What's all this about? He's not escalating this. He's just kind of hands up, like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Harbor Master just says, pirate activity means any ship heading to Kosa has to stay here until we do a thorough investigation, and then you can head to Vaxval or any city along the coast.
So, what if we already captured a pirate and we turn him in?
Is that out of character?
Yeah, if you got a pirate, we'll take him, give you a small bounty. But we still got to do it. Duke said no exceptions.
Quick huddle, guys. Quick huddle.
How big is his bounty?
So guys.
I'll give you 20 gold.
Ooh.
So, the cargo that we took off of that ship, how much do we think it's worth? More than 20 gold?
The burning ship, the one we burnt.
Yeah, I mean the pirates.
Can somebody gauge that?
Appraise.
I guess this would probably be. What would this be for? I would say this would be an investigation or maybe just a flat.
Could be insight. Also.
Yeah, or not an insight. That'd be more like for reading people. Well, Jacques goes to look over it, and he figures this is probably worth maybe 30 or 40 gold. But the captain of the Twilight Treader comes up behind you, it's like, that's ours, right?
Oh, that's right.
Really, if anything, me having sailors bring that ship to shore for you, probably we should be charging you, wouldn't you think? Or
I don't disagree, but we did save your lives from a pirate attack.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to call this even.
20 investigations.
I think he owes us more than calling this even.
So Graham,
Tell you what. We take the stuff, and you can have the pirate.
I'm going to give you a 5 gold finder fee. I'll give you 5 gold each.
Each.
Wait,
Yeah.
There's a lot of us, right?
Yeah, 30 or 6 of you, so 30 gold. I'll give you 5 gold each as a finder's fee. You keep the pirate. You turn him in for the bounty.
Piffle's okay with this deal.
All right.
5 gold each. I like that.
Do we find out how much it takes to repair the ship, or should we
Next
scrap it?
time, I
Ooh,
think
yeah.
I will have to consider whether 5 gold is worth,
Would this harbor-
saving your life. you
Would
know?
this harbor master know how much it would take to fix that ship?
Well, you'd have to talk to him to see. By the way, Graham Fiffle, you noticed the pirate captain attempting to like sneak over the side of the ship.
I'm just gonna walk over to him. Nice view.
Yeah.
Don't
So,
do that.
well, it's that or I die. So, although maybe we can come to a deal.
We need a Chungus bonk again.
We're listening.
Well, I've run the ship quite a while now. You want to get it repaired? I take it none of you are sailors.
Well, you're not wrong.
Why don't... So I don't have any money. You seem like you're getting money. Why don't we get the ship repaired? I captain it on your behalf. I can take you wherever you need to go. I can even run a business. I can do a legitimate business. If you want to invest, I could even do a little more underground work. Maybe not necessarily the old crossbones, as it were, but there's plenty of money to be made for anybody who's willing to skirt the rules a little bit.
Well, Piffle is ready to be like, fine, welcome to the Crossbones, but I'll leave this to the more responsible members.
How can we
Jax
trust
is
him?
also interested, for sure.
Interested, but
Kind of side eyes
wary.
Piffel's like,
Well,
How do we guarantee he doesn't screw us over?
We need collateral.
Fatigue is loyalty, really, is the thing. Do you have any children?
One testicle.
Graham
For this
just
pact.
shakes his head.
Yeah, I had a kid. He's got an arrow through his ear now.
It's so fucked.
And that's why you don't bring your children to the family business.
You must take your kid to work.
It's
He
terrible.
was 15.
First
Whatever.
line of course, last day till retirement.
Let's just say I'm not too torn up about it.
Terrible child. No lazy worker.
Graham actually is not able to get a good read on this guy.
All right.
Can I try that?
Sure.
Let's see.
Insight. No, my insight sucks.
Frankly, I think it's a good idea. I think it would be a very bad idea to try to make a slip after we get the ship up and running again. I think you know that too, but, well, you know how ideas can run away from you. Just want to make sure you're not thinking anything of the sort and you don't plan on it.
Okay. Otto is able to get an idea that this guy is really just interested in getting a payday, and will work for anybody who's willing to get him a payday,
So he
and also doesn't want to die.
"Tis not enough trust. I don't see it. We should just turn him in.
I don't know.
We'd be associated with pirates if caught. For what? This guy is offering to pirate a ship. We're already on a great ship.
We could keep the ship, hire somebody we actually like, and let them do what he proposes.
I like this better, but this guy, who's this guy? 20 gold,
know.
I say.
I just met him yesterday.
I mean, he also pitched this whole entire idea as we caught him trying to escape from our ship. So yes, I don't
To
know
be
if I
fair,
trust this
his
Yeah,
choice
let's
was
turn
death or
He has a
death.
boss. As soon as he gets his ship back, he will leave.
He's a mercenary.
Well,
You're an
And that guy
adventuring guild.
probably
You're
has
all
more money than us.
mercenaries.
This Admiral Braxton probably has much more money than us if he has a fleet. We
Yeah.
offer to pay him what? As soon as he leaves with the ship, he has his life back. We have no leverage.
I'll admit, you don't exactly have a reason to trust me, but on the other hand, I don't really like Braxton. You seem reasonable for right now. maybe we can come to a deal. I'll make sailor's oath. How's that sound?
Is that a thing? And he looks at the captain.
Everyone looks at each other.
Is that a thing?
Like,
Is
what?
this like a contract, a verbal contract?
Well, the captain of Twilight Treader has head back onto his ship.
Probably to cool down.
Does anyone have any knowledge of sailor oaths?
Would I have any experience with that from looking up the funerary rites for the?
Make a history check.
I will make a history check.
Yeah, well, sailor's oaths are a thing. Used to, like, bind crews together. I mean, there's nothing like, if you break it, you get struck by lightning or anything. But
Is
it's
there something like that? We need that pact.
I mean, that's kind of what magic's for. Like, I'm probably going to try to do a little bit more divine-based shakedowning.
But you would know enough that sailor's oaths are a thing. Depending on how superstitious the crew is, they could be taken very seriously. And even pirates do, in fact, engage in a sailor's oath. That's how they make sure they don't betray one another.
Can I do an indefinite opportunity attack? Whenever he fucks us over, lightning lure.
Just ready in action for the rest of the time.
Anytime you fuck up, fireball.
Fair enough.
I'm inclined to take his word, but
Yeah, I think
one
this
last
is,
word of warning. Even if you
Just
did
trust
happen
me to
to
me.
give us the slip, these things tend to come back to bite you. If not now, in the hereafter.
Yeah.
Believe me, I know it.
I say we accept his oath, and if he breaks it, one day he'll wake up to my face, and that'll be the last time he wakes up.
let's take a vote on it. Group
I'm
vote.
in favor.
I'm in favor.
I say we trust him.
That's 3.
Let us bind him in the sailor's oath.
The
Chungus?
captain speaks up. I say I agree as well. That's
I
4.
was muted. Sorry about that. Yes, I also vote with the team.
Okay. Jacques, it looks like we voted. Team vote.
Team
We are
vote?
gonna. Yeah, I mean, what do you vote?
What's the vote? What are we voting? I missed it.
Whether
vote is-
we take on the pirate captain to sail
Yep.
his former ship for us.
How did everybody else vote?
Spoiler: everybody says yes.
Okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
All right.
Meow 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 meow.
All right then. Well, I, Captain Bryce Jackson, hereby place a sailor's oath that I will serve you as a captain of this vessel until you see fit to release me from said oath. If I break this oath, may the god Rygar take me down to the depths.
Well, all right.
All right. Do we seal the deal by cutting off a finger, or that's not? Part of
We don't do that.
We can do a handshake.
I don't know. I feel like
Graham will just
die.
take his hand and give it a shake and tell him, "Welcome to the cross guard."
Are you taking a finger?
I'm shaking his hand.
Yeah, we don't take fingers. I mean, I
That's-
gotta grip a steering wheel after all.
Graham just like turns and looks at him like, "Is this regional? Did only we do this?"
Yeah, here, I'll give you a little sailor's tip. Don't mutilate your crew.
No, it's
Yeah.
you don't really need a pinky to steer.
Or rather, mutilate your crew, but not in the hands and the feet.
Yakuza at sea.
One ear.
So should we make him a crossblades or
I think he could be
a
an
deputy
auxiliary.
maybe instead of a pirate if asked?
I think instead of the crossed blades, the cross guard. People in our service.
Yeah.
And
They're
let's.
an arm's length subsidiary.
I'll
Soul
just.
company.
I like it. I'm not
Cross
gonna lie.
guards, I like
I'm
it.
not
I
gonna
like
lie.
it.
Launder his
A
reputation.
sub branch. A sub branch of the crossbones. Crossblades, what are we? Crossblades, aren't we?
Yeah, crossbones is if we decide to go for the piracy campaign.
Ooh.
I mean, we could at this moment just abandon the crossblades, declare ourselves the crossblades.
Just an offshoot guild. Cross guards. You mean
He
crossblades?
just, like
No.
sighs and burns all his notes.
The perfect scapegoat. So when we take over, we can just be like, "Oh, the old guard, it's all their fault." New guard.
I like it.
Anyway, guys, first things first, you got yourself a pirate flag, and they're looking for pirates, according to the harbor master down there. So, might I recommend just telling them you killed the pirates
And burn their ship.
and get the other captain there to back up your story. As for me, I'm gonna head to the tavern.
What about the other guy?
Oh
The
yeah,
last pirate.
Jimmy, come with me. We're getting a drink.
Be on the lookout for our messenger. He will come to you with your first task.
There's only one tavern on this island. I'm sure they'll be able to find us.
Yep. Now we got to come up with a task for these guys. I'm sure that'll happen quickly.
I need about 350.
Have them be sign holders for the crossblades. Hold this sign and flip it on port.
Join the
This
cross.
costume.
Yeah.
Like a giant foam sword costume.
He just like watches a street, and so if kids come, he like stops all cars.
That would be a good way to boost our reputation.
It would be. He's a
We can
cross
employ
guard.
our cross guards in various public safety.
Cross guards as crossing guards.
But not in Viderheim, because they murder crossblades there. Send him back to that other town we're in.
Well, he's a cross guard, so he's safe.
Right.
Anyway.
Well,
What
you
was
have.
the one?
Well, you are currently trapped on the island of Kosa. It's about 3 miles off of the Viderheim mainland. You can actually see the tower, the sea tower, stretching up above the horizon in the distance. So you know you're close, but you're just not in the main city yet. You're not in the capital of Vaxfall.
So, we need to talk to these soldier types and explain that we're pirate killers.
Yep. Agreed.
Let's do that.
Okay. Well, the harbor
Maybe
master.
Paul can do the talking now.
The harbor master is still like on the dock, like signing in like ships, like directing guards to go investigate cargo.
So let's go speak to our captain real quick and just let him know the score so we can corroborate the story.
Okay, going to the captain of the Twilight Treader.
Yep.
Okay. He's just on board in his like cabin, with a bottle of whiskey. He sees you enter. Graham.
Captain.
He pours you a drink. Slides it over.
Give him an appreciative nod, take a sip.
I gotta get this cargo to Vaxfall if I'm gonna unload it and make some money. Kosa was just a quick stop off to drop off a couple of crates.
Why don't we work on that together? But hey, thought you should know.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna press gang that pirate into running his old ship on account of us.
He just laughs. That's a new one.
Yeah. Didn't sit right with me, just
We're entrepreneurs.
what he said.
I guess we're all in a business together then. Okay, well, you know what? As long as one less pirate, even if he's not, swinging from the gallows, I don't care. It's
Well,
good
we'll
for
see to that, and maybe we can see to getting you off this island a little faster in the process. We got to get the old ship retrofitted.
Uh-huh. Well, there aren't any repaired docks here. You're gonna have to get to Vaxfall where they have the main shipyards, and then you can get your ship, watertight again.
Damnation. Alright. Now, you know much about the Port Authority here keeping us from moving on?
Well, sounds like they're making sure there's no pirates and smugglers coming through. The dockmaster didn't say why they were investigating recently. I don't even know if he knows why. But if I can get a pass to the mainland, then we can get on with my work.
And who makes this pass? Who gives this pass?
Eh,
Well,
probably
we'll
have to
look
talk
into
to
that.
him.
In the meantime, we just got to make sure our story's straight about our good friend Captain Jackson.
Yeah, just I don't know. Tell him, tell the port authority, considering you're keeping him as an employee. Just tell him that I'll back you up. I'll say he works for you, and that he was aboard the other ship you brought.
The
Just-
bloody hair.
Yeah, just keep the pirate flag.
Harry Chungus, I thought it was.
Harry Chungus, Mark 1.
You actually haven't written that down yet. It's still the bloody hair. It just has a cross through it.
I still say we name it the Chungist.
I like
Just
that.
keep that. Just keep it under wraps. Like, keep that pirate flag, hidden.
We could always just bring it to him and tell him we cited Pirate Fame mid-course.
All right, if you want to do it that way, I'll tell him. I'll back you up.
Not like we don't want for the blood on the deck.
Well, there certainly is a lot. By the by, I don't know if it's any. I had my sailors toss the corpses overboard. I hope that's okay with you.
It ain't the greatest, but I'll make do. I'll say a few more prayers tonight.
Meh. Let the ocean take them. They can belong to the sea.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Make an oath to Jordir. That's who the normal pirates go for. Any sailor really worth his salt will give praise.
Nods. I'll do my homework.
All right. Well, I'm going to get drunk, but not much whiskey left after a 9-week journey, so I'm going to be heading into the tavern as well.
Tell you what, if you got enough to tide you over, I'll bring you back something nice. I'll let you know what we find out about getting that pass.
All right. You know what? I'll hold you to that. And he reaches out and shakes your hand. Or at least reaches out to shake your hand.
I'll take his hand and shake it.
All right.
And a finger? What?
Where did you grow up? And why do you have all your fingers? What does that imply? Held to a deal and I never will.
Are we all heading to the inn, or have we decided to not head there yet? Start drinking? Maybe ask some questions?
Probably got to head into town regardless either way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the town, from what you can see, is basically a very small settlement. A wooden wall that does its best to run around the edge, as well as several fields you can see in the distance, indicating that there's probably like some smaller farming villages around the edge. The town itself is basically just like a kind of small, muddy, a small lighthouse, and not much else on it. Although, weirdly, for such a small town, there actually is a bit of bustle.
I was kind of expecting not very much going on, given how slim the pickings were for the seas.
Do you head into town? You do actually see the tavern from your ship. It shows a picture of a rather robust man downing a mug of beer with the words "Drinker's Delight."
I'll head in there and I'll pick up a bottle of whiskey. Something not like top of the top shelf, but something nice for the captain.
Okay. Heading in, you see the bartender as well as Captain Jackson and his associate Jimmy. I don't know what the relationship would be now, but they are playing cards and drinking.
It's another child he doesn't really like too much.
Which
one of these days I'm going to actually play an evil character because I just had the most dickish idea to have our cake and eat it too.
We used to play a lot of more evil characters back in the day.
We slap a tricorn on Jimmy like, behold the pirate captain! Give us our 20 gold!
But it's at this point you're able to get a bottle of whiskey from the bartender. Bigger guy with the apron, like kind of thick muscles. Look like maybe you see like sailor tattoos indicating maybe this is retirement. But he's able to get you a okay whiskey for about 5 silver.
Okay.
At which point, while you're doing this, you actually see somebody come in. They are dressed in basically looks like some kind of thread-worn robe. Older, about 50, with frizzy brown hair. And they are wearing the glasses on a kind of sharp hawk nose. Like, oh, anyone new in here? I have work. I have a pass to the mainland.
Is that so?
This is far too convenient.
Go get more info.
No, I'm listening.
Swindle the swindler, Piffle.
Piffle hides behind the man.
Roll stealth.
I like hides behind his robe.
We gotta get like a harness on Chungus's back so you can stand on him and crouch to hide.
Like fucking what's it called?
Master Blaster.
Yeah,
Max,
like the
exactly.
halfling crossbow platform.
As Fiffle attempts to hide under his robe, just excuse me, sorry, please step away.
Oh, I'm sorry. I could have been tangled in your robes.
Yes, of course. Anyway, anyone here not afraid to die? Oh fuck, that was a
That's a
terrible.
loaded question, ain't it?
I'm not afraid to
Anyone?
Naito immediately puts his hand up.
Oh, thank fuck. You there? She looks at you. Grand ones be praised. The tall fellow here. Yes, thank you. And you. He points to Kaido. Any more? I've got.
Graham stows his bottle of whiskey in his bag and walks over. I'm listening.
Okay, I can work with this.
Yeah, you come here.
Okay. Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Henry Valen. I'm with the Academy of Natural and Magical Sciences on Vaxval, and I have need of some people who are willing to assist me with some research.
Some research with a chance of dying, it seems.
Yes. Well. So, who here is familiar with the Orwellian Empire?
I think so.
Literally
That's
everyone would be.
Yeah.
This would be like if somebody went up to you and be like, yo, do you ever hear about the Roman Empire?
Yeah. No, I don't really listen to hip hop.
Well, we have done some excavation. There is a underground ruin that we want to investigate. Who here has heard of the scouring? Roll a history check. That one maybe a little more. Okay. That's high enough. Scouring, you would understand, is from reading about it, maybe not like the full idea, but basically when the when the Empire left like a place or wanted to get rid of something, they would basically destroy all their records as best they could and bury all of their really anything they would consider secret or special in order to have it so it couldn't be used against them in the future by their enemies.
That was their scorched earth policy when they left the place, wasn't it?
Yeah, scholar right there. Yes, exactly. So, we have found one of their ruins on Kosa here. I've been having some people come in and excavate the ruin. Now they've cleared out the first room there on the surface here. Unfortunately, some traps have hurt some of my workers, and they refuse to keep working unless I hire people to go down and clear out the traps and anything else down below that may be dangerous.
We tried sending in the local wildlife.
I don't know how to do that.
So sweet.
Suppose we don't have a druid with us, do we? Or do we? Is anybody a druid?
No.
Nah.
How about a ranger?
Nah.
9.
So, anyway.
Dungus? I guess we'll send you.
Well, I'd recommend maybe all of you go. I will be able to. So I don't have it on me, but I have access to a pass to get you on the mainland. See, I have to make runs in between Vaxfall and the Academy, and here pretty frequently. So I actually have a pass, and any workers, any scholarly workers like you lot will be able to get a pass to the mainland, plus a shiny 100 gold.
Each?
No, it's split between you. I don't have that much money. Oh god, good gods, no.
I laughed at that so hard. It's like each.
No. But the pass is worth, a decent amount. I mean, you don't want to be here for the guy out there to take a look, right?
Scholar to scholar now.
Yeah.
What sort of things they tend to find in these ruins once they uncover them?
Ooh, well, I mean, so this was probably one of the last ruins. If I had to take a guess from our investigation and the ruins we have uncovered, that when the Arwellian Empire left, they most likely had this to be the last spot. So it's probably a lot of graves. And they tended to focus on mechanical creations in order to, be guards.
Ah, hell. Well,
Dwemer ruins. God damn it.
How deep are these
those
ruins? Your pass can get us away maybe a day or two faster, but if it takes us 3 days to clear the ruins, it's not worth our time.
Oh, yeah, no, you'll probably be here a week.
Oh, see?
But these ruins,
What 100
These-
gold per day.
I literally only have 100 gold in the past to give you.
What if I did an intimidation
Who would
check?
Who do you work for?
Anyway, without his help, like, aren't we just allowed to go there after they check us out?
But so if you can run down, clear out the traps, take out any guards, and find documentation. So there's probably some treasure below. Thinking about it, yes. They were not great at grabbing their goodies, but I just care about. There's documents I expect to find below. There's been some documentation in the other ruins we've been able to uncover, and I suspect there's probably documents down there as well. If there are, I would like you to find that and bring it to me, and I will give you the money, I will give you the pass, and you will be on your way to Vaxfall in no time at all.
And we keep whatever treasure we find.
You keep whatever treasure you find. I just want those documents. That's all I care about.
So we keep the treasure we find, 100 gold a day.
100 gold, because I literally have no other gold on me.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. 100 gold each for the whole entire week, and then we.
And who are we working for?
Graham looks down at that bottle of whiskey and contemplates it for a moment.
So I work for the Academy of Natural and Magical Sciences. Or Studies, I guess. We'll work. Yeah. There was some discussion on what we really should be calling the name, but we are the finest academy in all of Viderheim.
Not the finest, well-funded academy.
Well, let's just say archaeological work is, maybe the department could be funded a bit better. Maybe my theories were not as well received.
Is this guy making it up about treasure being there?
But we found gold. Buffalo. You think he's telling the truth? You're not sure. You're pretty sure he's telling the truth. Graham's pretty sure this guy is not exactly great at negotiation and doesn't actually know how to lie very well.
All right.
Right. So 1 week side quest.
Well, I mean, if you can clear this out in a day or two, then you'll definitely be able to get out of here even sooner. And the pass will get you. The ship leaves, goes to the mainland once a day.
It ain't free to stay in port neither, so behooves us to try to speed things along.
What about our ship? What happened with that little ship? What happened with that?
We can't refit it till we get to the proper facilities on the mainland.
So if but the other ship is getting a pass in a few days, no? Will they wait for us while we were in the ruins?
No,
I don't think they're going anywhere till they get that pass.
I thought he said it just takes a few days.
We can.
Scholar Valen here. I'm expecting you can get a pass after the full investigation in a week's time, or I can give you a pass as soon as you finish, and just you show this to the port authorities. They let you go, and you can take whatever ship you want to get to the mainland, or you could just jump on board my scholarship.
I suppose having his pass and the blessing of the academy might allow us to move about with fewer questions asked.
I think it's worth doing.
I mean, we could potentially also wait to get the second pass, and then we can have a pass to sell as well. So we'll get the pass from him. We'll get the other one from the Port Authority. We have ourselves 2 passes.
Well, the Scholar Valid here, once again. So this pass just lets you leave Kosa. If selling's perfectly free. You can sell whatever you want, as long as it's not illegal, of course.
Yeah.
And making friends with the academy would be quite the find. We're the finest academy in all of Viderheim, with one exception. But
What was that?
no, it was just the finest academy in all of Viderheim, with a minor exception.
Yeah, minor exception.
Well, we are a natural and magical studies academy, so we do study magic, but there is one academy that's a little bit more magically focused, more worthy of the title of having arcane knowledge than we are, for now. But they're not even in Vaxwall.
What are they called?
The Starwell. So, you probably mean the Starwell Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, these... okay.
And
So
do
you're...
the Starwell Academy have any interest in these ruins?
So, the full name is the Starwell Institute of the Arcane. And...
Fine,
No,
but
they
I guess
are
that
not
means they look at your ruins. That's really...
They don't have an archaeological department. So we tend to cooperate in order to clear out these ruins and find anything magic. And there's a few magic things, but, we generally let them focus on their magic business, and we focus on the more natural and magic business.
There may be many documents in these ruins. It seems like you are looking for some in particular. Maybe if you explain them a little better, we would be able to find them for you. If not, we might just walk right past them and never even see them.
Well, the Empire would mostly destroy their documents that they could. They did leave a few behind just as a precaution in case they were to ever come back. These documents, I suspect, lead to additional ruins. Of course, it's going to require me to decipher them. They're written in the old Arwellan language with the combination of having a cipher placed on them to even further protect them from prying eyes. So I'll have to send it to the linguistics department as well.
Remind me, Old Common was...
That was the...
Arwellan language.
Yep. So you'd be able to read the documents, no trouble. It's just that they'd also be in, a cipher that would be difficult to decipher.
Well, I might be able to help you with half of that front, but let's not cross that bridge till we come to it. Why don't we just put this to a vote right now instead of going round and round? All in favor of helping?
Wait.
I guess I'm on this train.
Yes. Okay. Well, not a big town, so once you get the documents, just come and find me. I'm all around normally. There's a work camp, actually. Yes. There is a work camp near the ruins. It's on the south side of the island, so you literally just follow the trail, south, and you will find them. It won't take you long to get there, don't you worry one bit.
The gates say work will set you free. You can't miss it.
This guy's a Skaven.
But if you can find these documents and bring them to me, and only me, I will be able to get you the 100 gold and the pass. And you'll be free and happy in order to get to Vaxfall.
All right. I think we got ourselves a deal. Let's
Sweet.
go regroup for the night and maybe strike out in the morning.
Yes. Thank you. Well, I have to make my way back to Vaxfall, so you will find me here or there. If you're heading there in the morning, I'll try and meet you at the camp, maybe in the afternoon.
Safe travels.
Thank you. He turns and leaves.
That fella drinks too much coffee.
I think it's cocaine.
Yes. I was like, what is he, a Skaven?
The only drug Chungus knows is cocaine, and he just rips a line every hour.
Well, he used to be a gladiator, and in the gladiator pits, they just fed him cocaine.
Cocaine bear.
Yes. They're like, all right, Chungus, now go fight the bear.
Just rips it apart. Chungus too good. Chungus did very good.
It's after he leaves, a few minutes later, you see a woman come in, also wearing similarly colored robes. She is in her 40s with dirty blonde hair, cut in a page boy's cut. She has sharp features as well as thick glasses, thick lens glasses.
Starwell.
Did you? All right, which one of you listen to his pitch? And I know who you all know who I mean.
I just kind of draw a hand.
Ah, good. I'm from the Academy. I'm sure you know which one. And that there, my name is Nora Baker, Scholar Baker, and I'm assuming he gave you possibly the worst pitch for going to risk your lives you ever heard, right?
It was down there.
Good. So, I need the documents that are down in the ruins, and I'm willing to offer you 200 gold to go get it.
200 gold each?
No.
Damn.
This is like freaking one of those like repeats over and over.
Groundhogs.
A running gag, if you will.
Yep. Just for the day.
I'm
So-
going to give you all this magical amulet of enchanting. Each?
So,
One of these days, one of them will say, yes, each. Oh, God, nice.
yes. Anyway, there's documents. You can keep the treasure. I'm sure you've heard the pitch. He's been settling it all over the island for anyone dumb enough to listen. Although
I'm
you seem...
sorry, you said you were from the academy.
Yes.
Not the institute?
I'm from the Academy of Natural and Magical Sciences, part of the archaeological department.
Hmm.
And
this
why
was your
are
colleague.
you and your colleague competing for these documents?
Yes.
You don't work in academia, do you?
We do not.
Let's just say it's a competition for who publishes first, who gets the most funding, who chairs a department.
Piffle falls asleep.
Anyway, I got 200 gold for all of you. You can keep whatever you find. I just need the documents. Full disclosure, I do not have a pass.
Hmm.
Well, that's the big problem.
What
But
about these documents?
there are people on the island who can get you a pass.
I bet it costs about 100 gold, doesn't it?
I don't know, but the documents just indicate ruins. We're looking for, more specifically, we're looking for ruins that may be still buried on the Viderheim mainland. We believe the documents that are in this ruin here would point to that once we decipher it and attach it to additional clues we've discovered previously. They've been, I must say, their inventors have been the most paranoid people I've ever found, and they're hundreds of years dead.
Well,
So, if we were... Can we get into a group huddle real quick? I need to whisper
Sidebar?
something. Sidebar. Okay. Can anybody do any forgery here? We get the
Yes, me and
documents,
Piffle.
duplicate
I
them.
believe I can, yes.
Beautiful. We'll duplicate them. We'll get 300 gold and a pass.
Wait, is there a specific forgery skill? No, there's not.
There's a forger's kit.
this is
This
how
is
we wind up
forgery.
with putting
Oh, yeah, I do. I have
tax
forgery.
taken out on us by academics.
Jack
Ocean's
Goose
12,
has already
Ocean's 12.
forged
I think we
documents.
have. Are you a charlatan? I think we have proficiency in it. I don't know if we have one.
No, I'm a charlatan. I have proficiency and a forgery. And a
There we
Guys,
forgery.
go.
I have a 3:30
Ah,
meeting with Tracy Gildea, so
We'll
I'm gonna
cut-
drop
we'll-
and get.
Well,
Oh,
let's let's just finish this up and then we'll call it for this session.
Okay.
All right.
So, do we think forging is the best way to go? We'll just both give them documents, collect
Just
300
double
gold.
dip on it.
Double dip
they're
on it, get
both
a
the
pass,
same
be
thing.
out.
They just deciphered. They said it's ciphered, so yeah. I mean, just
Yeah.
a copy. They both want the same thing.
Let's just see who can decipher quicker.
Let's
All
be
right.
honest, we all know it's the second one.
Yeah.
Well, you could
I
just
think
have a
we do
narrow
both.
focus of expertise.
I think he's right. Let's say yes to both, and
I agree. and then we'll just chalk it up on the forge roll.
Although
figure it
doing
out.
a fraud on them might burn some bridges with the institution, so
You think so?
Yeah.
we'll have to consider that.
It sounds like this is literally laying up the layup to the ruins in the next area too.
I
don't
mean,
wanna
doesn't
burn
really-
any
we
bridges.
can definitely accept the arrangement from both of them and just
Right.
give the documents to whichever one we decide we like better in the end.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's true,
yeah,
too.
we can non-commit at least and say
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
no con.
Yeah,
Let's
there
do
you
it.
go. Yeah, that's better.
We'll tell her we're going after the documents, and we'll be in touch.
We'll see how much
There you go.
trouble the ruins are. Maybe we'll be battle hardened and we'll just duplicate it, or maybe.
Are you
we'll-
willing to, front us half for
No.
the supplies we will need for the ruins?
No.
Okay.
Arming.
Well,
Hey.
to be fair, fronting us half of 200 gold is a lot of gold.
10%. Could get us some gear, make sure we get out alive with the documents you want.
I think you'll be fine.
Fair enough.
I appreciate your confidence in us.
Anyway,
But,
Okay.
take the gold. Deliver the documents only to me, not to the other fellow. And I can actually guarantee you there is someone on this island, I've worked with them before, who can get you a pass. Just keep that to yourselves, mind. But just head down south. You'll see the entrance. There's a camp set up outside with some workers who aren't working. And we'll just clear it out for them, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So, I want to stop at one specific point, which I think we can probably get to in the next couple minutes. So, you're just going to spend the night here?
Mhm.
Okay.
Sure.
I was gonna go back to the ship, but yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Well, it depends, because the bartender would let you know that it's like 5 silver for a room.
I'm fine going back to the ship myself.
Me too. Let's go back to the ship.
Yep.
So y'all head back to the ship, drop off the whiskey with the captain, who's quite appreciative, and he actually gives you back 5 silver to pay for what you brought over. Plus, you have your old hammocks that you've been spending the last couple months on. And as you've noticed, where you started in early summer, it's now late summer, early fall, and there's a bit of a nip in the air. Next day, you get the benefit of a long rest, so you regenerate half your hit dice.
Nice.
You regen your spell slots and anything that restarts on a long rest. Early morning, you hear the crows and the chickens at dawn's break, and sun rises in the east, so you're able to very easily identify which way is and isn't south. So heading to the ruins themselves, unless you want to do some shopping in town. There's not a lot. There's mostly like the tavern and a bit of food and the like.
We can probably go straight there, I imagine.
Yeah, let's go straight there.
Heading there, you do see basically it is a hill that has been half cleared away with some large stone walls, with a camp, tents, fireplace set up. A couple of like workers, miners with equipment who have been like digging out this entry hall, as well as a couple of guards. Not anything spectacular. They're basically wearing what passes as uniform. That's just like a blue, and they're not even the same shade of blue, as well as a couple of spears. Mostly to just keep people, like the workers, at least somewhat happy. The entry hall itself is basically just this open area with dirt being cleared away from it and a staircase leading down. The work foreman comes up to you, just says, oh, you're the guards they got to clear that down there. Yeah, good. We chucked the torch down below. Give you a little bit of light for right now. But it's pretty dark down there.
Okay. Anything you seen or heard?
Yep, so sent some fellas down there to go clear it out. They got to themselves a few needles in the legs, so told them that's really all we want to deal with. And I should mention one more thing. We heard some eerie noises from below. We're not sure what it is, and so until those noises stop, I think we're going to be staying up here.
Understood.
To be more specific about the noises.
Nothing I've ever heard before. We set up a barricade to keep anything that's down there, but we can move it for you if you're ready to head on down.
If you could give us any heads ups, now's the time. Otherwise, we're heading in about as blind as you did.
That's all we know, sorry. I'm not a fighter. I just cleared the dirt out.
Have you heard any stories of this mine? Myths, any, hearings?
We uncover a ruin every once in a while, my understanding. That's, mechanical creatures below, ghosts, traps, this is the first one I've ever done.
Average ruins. Okay, thank you. Let's go.
All right.
Let's do it.
The miners help you move the barricade out of the way, and there's a spiral staircase heading below. And we're going to leave, I'll just show you real quick. And you find yourselves
In an Arby's.
and you're on the south side of the map here.
Cool.
Ooh. Awesome.
And we will call it here.
Oh.
So
Sweet.
I'm going to move you back for the time being, but just that's something you'll be able to see next week.
Awesome.
Ah.
Very cool.
All right, so I will